snacks prepped?
Yep, I'm
Oh,
snacking.
yeah, perfect. Okay, Beard, take us away whenever your stream starts.
We're live. Hello,
All
everybody.
right, tell us what happened last time.
Well, we should roll d6s.
Oh, sure, yeah, we can do that anyways, but you can all roll your d6s.
This is my least favorite part.
That's okay, desk failed already.
Hey, we
Ooh!
got a 6. All right, 1-6. Very good. Great job, Zorgax.
Woo! I did good this time.
All right, so last time, I think we left off on the ship, and I missed the first 20 minutes. And so, you guys picked up a dagger, and we learned that it was a drowned, which is like a water zombie. Very, very Minecraft-esque. And then we headed back into town. Zugum went to the Church of Pro-Can, which is the only church that we're aware of, and they have the cemetery. And he went there because that's the only half-orc in town, so they could chit-chat. I don't even know, I don't even think you did talk to him. You talked to the priest.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
different people.
I was told that they would have work there, so that's why I went.
I wasn't there, so I'm just going by what Zugum would have told to ask, I guess. But the cliff with the statue, that area is a place where when people die, their loved ones, they jump off the cliff and into the water, and most survive. But it's like but it's the last time that they see their loved one's face, according to lore. I think I wrote down only one hasn't survived the fall, but I don't know how accurate that is.
That was only one has been injured.
Oh, injured. Okay,
Yes.
that's less impressive, I guess. So I went and talked to the druid in the Treant to report what we learned from the lizard folk and the Sahuagin. And then we went to Firebeard's library to study. I think we actually went to the council, maybe a council meeting of some sort.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we went to the library to study. And so I found out that, well, actually, I don't know who found this out, but Saint Senva Cuthbert was the ancient guardian of the forest, and Cuthbert was the statue, the saintly statue that we found on the ship. Oh, which we took, by the way. We did end up bringing that back. So it was the ancient guardian of the forest. So I figured that would be information the druid and the treant would be aware of, but they weren't. But they're going to follow up if anything has been removed from the forest, because a theory is that the statue was in the forest and they took it, and that's where all the demons came from. But who knows? We'll find out. And then we traveled into the whole marshes in hopes to find that epic crocodile, and we did, and we killed it.
Are you just reading that right off the page? I swear that's what your notes said.
That last sentence, yes, because I just wrote it before I started.
Yes. All right.
That's all I wrote
So
down. I don't know.
we had a
what
great
anyone else
fight.
says.
You walked back to the lizard folks' lair, prepped your level up, and that's where we start off, is heading towards the lizard folks' lair.
Do we have the skin?
Yep, you guys skinned it, put it in the bag, and you've got the head on like a makeshift gurney. What are they called?
Before we leave the area, can I do a quick, somewhat of a search of the area to see if there's any kind of remnants or treasure left behind from other things that this thing has eaten?
Come back, Shark Big. Say we're still at the swamp. Give me a investigation or perception check.
There are 1,000 teeth and they're in its stomach.
Yeah. Survivor roll to determine how many teeth you pick up.
I can do that.
Gross. The most, all you're finding really is like knot up. Like there's like one like knot up, like piece of armor, like leather armor that has been like spit out, and there's some bones in it still. You're not seeing like anything of value really in this area.
Damn. All right. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything.
We've got the head. We've got the skins. Are we just leaving the body?
I mean, do you think the meat is gonna survive? I mean, we could try and sell it to like the
a couple
inn.
hours. We can carry that to lizard folk and have dinner. It's a big dude.
That feels dangerously like cannibalism.
Not really.
I don't think so. I mean, it's different.
Will it fit in the bag of holding?
No, probably not. Maybe at least like I don't know. I mean, I feel like just leaving the body is very Bison era wrongness.
It's nothing.
Well, I'm thinking we could make some more money by selling it to the what's it called, in Saltmarsh, and instead of serving fish and crab, they can serve alligator for a night. And
I mean something, or we serve it or not serve it. I mean we hand it to the lizard folk to serve for like pre-war treaty feast.
I mean, if we can haul it back, I don't see the problem in taking it.
You guys want to try and take some of the meaty parts and butcher it here?
At least the tail, maybe. I mean, there's probably a good section of it.
You've already carved the skin off it, so you could probably give me a survival check and take off the meat. You guys already got a gurney that you're carrying the head on. You could throw on a bunch of slabs of meat on there.
Okay.
I already gave you a survival check.
Yeah. See how much you get. It's your idea, Das. Cut away.
Yeah. And Zugam, you want to help?
Sure.
All right.
And you can take the guidance because you were getting guidance while you were cutting last time, and this is a planned action.
Cool. Oh.
That was you rolled one.
Yeah.
You didn't...
Well, I got advantage. Oh shit! What's guidance?
D4.
1d4.
That's not good. Well, I mean, we tried.
Not bad.
We got the important bits. Big old
11. All right. You get a nice chunk of meat on there. You think that's good? Like,
this is gross. I would ask. Skin.
You get to a point where you like cut it open and you see a few teeth kind of fall out of its stomach, and that's when you decide to stop. Yeah, you can say chunk of 1,000-tooth flesh.
I'm sorry, it just got kind of weird. It's a little bit too close to us. It's almost cannibalistic.
All right. Technically, you all are beat up right now, but you've already rolled to get home safely, and I believe most of you accidentally completely healed when you leveled up, but that's okay. Should be fine. Anything you'd like to do before getting back to the lizard folk lair?
Did we grab the skins of the other crocodiles as well?
They got yeeted into the water.
Oh,
Unless
they
you
got
wanna go
eaten.
in there.
Both sank. The other two swam away.
Fine.
We talked about this last time, and
That was a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. It was a
Something
long
ago.
time. All right. So no extra skins. So no alligator hat for me.
Oh, I mean, we got the skin.
Yeah, but we're gonna sell that. I don't want to take a piece of that. That's party loot.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of it.
Nah, I'm okay.
I mean, I got a bow out of the wood. Might as well get yourself a hat.
Hold
No,
up.
what-
You're gonna get yourself hats now instead of looting them off people?
Well,
That's
it's kind
not
of
how this
looting.
works.
It's kind of looting it off.
Yeah, it kind of. I'll talk to the tanner or
Yeah.
or what the Skinner or tanner whatever they are in Saltmarsh and see if I can't bargain a hat out of the deal. So, but other than that, I think we're probably gonna head back and go hit up the lizard folk.
Okay. So as you guys are marching back, you've just got this head on like a gurney, right? Like a turn. What are those called? I can never
Bit?
remember.
Kind of thing.
Whatever you got it on.
A stretcher?
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, sir. A little homemade stretcher. I believe it was Zugum and Ickney that were carrying it,
Yeah.
and you're able to get back to the familiar den where you first saw the lizard folk guy, and follow that path down to the entrance, and you see 4 guards there. They're kind of like blocking the path until they see the head, and they all kind of like start fanboying almost, like is it really him? And one like runs away inside, and you'll be meted with Sorriv again, and he will come and let you in and welcome you all. You guys really did it. I wasn't expecting that, not so quickly, for sure.
Where's our bard to do the talking?
Yep. Yeah, Scrimshaw, step forward. You mentioned this would be the fastest way to catch the eye of your leader, and we've learned things recently that will require his eye and perhaps aid as well.
Well, you picked a great time. We're in meeting right now. Follow me. And he'll just walk down into the first room with the door. And you're all welcome to walk in.
Oh, this is so many more lizard folk than last time.
Different folks too. Like
I see this
Oh,
looks
these are
like
not all
a...
lizard folk.
Yeah, you'll see there's kind
Yeah.
of like a council happening right now of its own. And on the table you see a couple maps, and the talking kind of like stops as you guys come in. And these 3 all kind of back up to the sides. And Oath and Kent will kind of come around. And this guy is definitely in charge, you know, he holds himself properly. He's got a large trident that he uses, and he wields at all times, even in the midst of his base. He's got it on his back. He'll kind of like not even like look at you guys, kind of walk past you to like the gator and just start inspecting it. And he'll point out a scar on its cheek. Like, ha! It's still there. This is him! I can't believe you guys killed it. And he is speaking in Draconic right now.
Yeah. Scrimshaw will reply in Draconic, because that's how we roll here. It was a mighty struggle. When there is more time, we would be delighted to regale you with the story of how this creature was felled.
It'll be a great story, I'm sure. It'll rally the troops, that's for sure. So, the story of here tells me you wish to join us in this task, is a light word for it. You're here for Saltmarsh, right? The town.
Among other things, we learned recently that one of my own has been taken by the Sahagin, and this cannot stand.
One of your own. And he'll kind of turn to the one on the sides, like, bring me the list, would you? And he'll pull out a list, a little piece of paper. Like, oh yeah, it says here, we've seen one Dragonborn prisoner so far, and so yeah, that tracks. Our notes here says they all look healthy, so you can take that with some comfort at least.
How recent is this information?
Our last report was 2 days ago. That's how we keep count on who they have. They use them to dump rubble out into the sea from the opening at night, so it's a good count. It's not perfect.
It's good to know. Scrimshaw's just gonna basically like, well, we clearly have a mutual enemy here, so what is your plan and how can we help?
Well, it's a great question. We're kind of stuck at the moment because we can't attack. Well, they have prisoners. So we're working on that right now, and you'll see on the table there are like 2 large maps spewed out on the table. And you guys are free to, on your arrow keys, you'll see map of bottom floor and map of second floor on the maps, and you can transfer them as you wish to look around at the maps.
Was the first image result on Google.
I looked at that and I went, oh, yep, that's what he was talking about.
Okay, so the bottom floor and are these the floors that are sunken underwater, or are these still above ground?
Yes, these were our floors that they sunk, and they're working on a third.
Okay.
Which we started, but only got the stairway done. You'll see on the second floor, there's no point on the map of the second floor to the staircase in the middle. That is going up to the next floor, and we haven't done any work there, and that's what they're working on, it seems.
Okay.
So all of this is underwater.
Yes.
All right. We can deal with that once. Do they know where in here the prisoners are being kept?
Our best guess is that they're on the floor above this one.
Okay, third floor that we don't have a map of.
Most of them are can't breathe completely underwater, so
Yep.
it seems to be hard to keep them under there and use them. There is a small prison with a few cells on the bottom floor. And we have a secret tunnel there that we don't know if they know about yet.
Okay.
Any idea how they have flooded these 2 floors?
And as you say that, you'll see one of the one to his right. He's got like a bunch of like he's got like a headwear on and kind of like a bunch of jewels hanging from him. He looks very shamanesque, and he'll step forward and be like, "You see, our base was built on a rift of sorts. It's very strong magical energy there, and it seems that they have drawn on that to sink the lair so they could be closer to it. It was below us, but we believe now that it's probably right where our throne room is. On the second floor is where the rift would be strongest. So we're guessing that they took our spot for access to that rift.
What would happen if the rift was closed?
Oh, I have no idea. I wouldn't even know how to do that. It's just a great source of energy. We've been using it from above for years. Seems they needed a lot of energy for whatever they're doing. And you guys, most of you would be able to read the map. We've got it here in Draconic. There's altar room, eat here, throne room. There's just stuff that they've written down.
So how? So they're trying to phrase this. So the bottom floor is sea level, and they're digging up into rock, or is the bottom floor are they digging up or down? Because it sounds like they're digging up, but if they're going up, how are they digging? I'm confused.
Right. And bottom floor is the one lowest in the ocean now.
Okay.
Second floor is the middle one, and then I guess the first floor would be the one that's above sea level and be second, and the bottom floor would be third. And you see, I'm kind of scratch out the name of it and change the name from bottom to third floor now.
Okay. So they're digging down. From
They're
the
digging
third floor.
They're digging up from the second.
Up from the second.
And so the second and third were the first and second, and now they've sunken below sea level. So they've sunken 2 layers below sea level and are now digging out a third above sea level.
Okay, but then what are they digging it out of?
There's a rock. It's there's a giant mountain.
Okay, so this thing is, so it's dug into the side of a mountain, and then they're digging up. Okay, so Beaver Dam style.
Bigger scale, but yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. I just wasn't sure if this was did they start on top of ground and dig down into it, or did they start beside ground and dig laterally and then up, which is what it sounds like. How? Okay, so if they're digging up, so they're digging up, but is the whole thing underwater, or is any part of it above the sea level, from the exterior?
There's the one entrance on the new floor they're building that is above sea level, and we're guessing that whole floor is because that's where we see the prisoners coming out of that doorway and throwing rocks, rubble basically. That's all we ever see of them from a distance. We've kept our distance so far.
So okay. Oh.
Doors only open at night. For most of the day, it's closed.
Do you have
Yes.
any idea how to drain the water?
You can't.
Okay, I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out is this. At one point, it was dry, but I guess they dug into the ocean and flooded it, and it flooded up to sea level, and now.
I mean, they definitely did some ritual to lower the seafloor to get us below. It might be possible to revert. Just we don't know yet.
Okay, so just to ease my own growing confusion, I'm just drawing on the second floor here. So
Perfect.
does it it looks like that?
Yeah, this is the second
Okay.
floor. This is the third floor now, and this is the one that they
Okay,
don't
that's
have a map
weird.
of.
Okay, so then how, so I assume this is a big fucking ocean floor is down here somewhere, and this is just a huge ass rock.
Yeah, door there, a secret door there,
Okay.
and door somewhere up here.
Somewhere. Okay. This is helpful. So then this space between like the top of the rock and the second floor they're digging out, how much space is that? How much rock is there?
Well, our plans were to go 5 floors up when that was the grand plan. So there's lots of space to dig up.
Okay.
But it's solid rock.
Three floors worth of solid rock. That's okay. I was thinking maybe we could punch through and surprise them that way, but I don't know if we have anything that would get through 3 stories worth of solid rock. Okay.
And either way, if we're going to go all the way down, we need some kind of more than 1 cap of water breathing and a couple of potions.
We can accommodate the entire group for 24 hours. The scroll, we have a scroll, and if we cast the scroll, that's water breathing on the whole party for 24 hours. So we can do this.
You
but
have
we
a
can do it
way.
Yeah.
Well, that makes you more useful than I thought you would be.
We
Sort
killed
of did
thousands.
say, yeah.
We will be extremely useful.
Sort of did say he believed in you guys, and seems he was not wrong, and he rarely is. So my mistake.
Where do the Sahagin post guards outside?
Only at night, it seems, when they've got the prisoners moving about. They're arrogant, you see. No one dare attack them, and that's why this plan is going to work.
Okay.
I'm sure the door is locked during the day, but I doubt there's much watching it.
From your... I'm guessing you guys have some sort of informant? Or... inside? Or no?
We've got people watching from a distance outside.
Based on that, any idea how many Sahagin we would be dealing with?
And you see him kind of look down, and everyone else like kind of puts their head down a little bit. Like that's we estimate between 300 and 400.
Okay, but not crammed into this, right? They wouldn't be able to move.
No, yes, between 300 and 400 along the 2 floors.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be a
But-
stealth mission.
Those aren't all weapon holding, though, right?
We are not certain. Oh, they are fighting race, and he'll point on the map of the 3rd floor to the 2 rooms that say Laraki. That means weapon. They have our weapon storages that we are forced to abandon somewhat full. So we expect most of them to be of threat.
And what is it you are trying to achieve by getting into this base? Is it simply to free the prisoners? Is it to wipe out the Sahagin and reclaim your base?
Our goal as a group is to extinguish this vermin from the sea.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing, it can't be good if they're using the powers of the rift.
And what is this rift exactly? Where did it come from, and what's on the other side of it?
That is beyond our understanding. The shaman will step forward. We know there are multiple around this area. There's one up this river in forest. I think there's one almost in each of the forests, really, and they're just strong pools of energy, really. That's all we know. But they are used by people for good, like we use them to promote health amongst our people, they can also be used for countless other things.
What? Oof. And why did the Sahagin? I mean, obviously it's powerful, but what did the Sahagin intend to do with it?
Do any of you speak Aquan?
No. I don't. I can't speak for everybody else.
Negative.
I think yes, I do.
We also have
speak
the-
Aquan.
We have the hat of comprehend languages.
But yeah, also
Oh,
comprehend.
are you wearing that?
No.
So you'll
Uh,
hear. You're not wearing it? I guess you were, weren't you?
I don't need to be wearing it to cast comprehend languages, and it's hideous. So Scrimshaw just kind of like pulls it out, bops it on his head, and then puts it away.
You'll see the Locath, the fish-looking one, will kind of like
Aquan.
kind of like spit out an Aquan. They're summoning him for sure, and just everyone else kind of just like nods their head no, like that's not possible.
Scrimshaw look over and reply in Aquan. Who is it that you think they are summoning?
And he'll kind of look at you, kind of a bit amazed. The shark god, the one they worship, Sekola.
How do you summon a god?
With powerful interplanar rifty portally magic bullshit?
No, I mean, really, I speak primordial, so I understand what you're saying.
I don't know how, but that's why they take this place, right? They are very close to. They wield sharks as weapons. They command them.
Okay, let's do. I was immediately just picturing a swordfish. So
I'm telling you, that's what it is. And everyone's like, that's not what it is. Like,
okay. All right. So how? Okay. Where else? What other bases do they have?
none near here.
None? Oh, okay, none near here. I mean, it's a big friggin' ocean. I assume there's other Sahagin in other places. Do they have central leadership the way the humans do, or are they more tribal?
That's a good question. There are 4 main threats, I would say, that would lead them in times of battle. Baron Ketmak is the one in charge, the leader. He is a strong foe, larger than most. And Baroness is also large and strong. Smart, too. Beneath those 2 are the Sahagin High Priestess, and she is the one who is most likely to sink the island. She is the only one we plan on capturing alive if possible. And the 4th is the most deadly of them all. Blade Master, Makat. We are worried about how we're going to deal with him.
Okay.
If they are defeated, will the other Sahagin break, or will they continue to fight?
I'm sure they won't break immediately, but they're brave and stupid, so they'll fight longer than they should, but eventually they'll run. We think.
Okay. If the prisoners weren't a concern, what would your plan be?
Well, that's simple. And he'll pull up the map of the third floor, and he'll point to the back entrance, the hidden entrance. We sneak men in through this entrance and gain control of the corridors. We expect them to be in the circled areas. This is where most threats will be. So our goal is to keep them separated and gain control of the two locks, the two boxes to the south, and lock in the largest force, because that's where the largest group will be, at the very bottom section. If we can lock those gates before they know the fight's happening, we separate them quite well. And then from the second floor, if we can get in through the top, we're not sure if it's possible yet, but we assume it's connected. It's gain control of the stairway, and we split. Hold that room and split, and push through, and use our lack of numbers, use the hallways to our advantage.
It's true. It doesn't matter if there's 300 of them if they're standing in a line.
Right. We've got many spears, many shields, but they're not ready for a fight like we will be. If we can get the prisoners safe, maybe weed out one or two other stronger enemies, this fight can be won.
How many prisoners are there?
Our last count has 26 different people we've seen. And
that was 26?
Yeah. We think the 13 lizard folk, 1 elf, 3 hobgoblins, 1 dragonborn, and we think 5 humans. Our scouts can't really tell them apart, so we're not certain on how many humans.
That's okay. Sorry, what were you asking, Desk?
Telepathically, I asked you, how long have they occupied this place?
Yeah. So follow. Yeah. How long have they? Did we already know that? If we do, I guess just a reminder. But if we don't, then yeah.
Honestly, I don't even remember what I told you. It's been about 8 months.
No,
8 months. Ooh, shit. Okay. Okay. I can't keep typing out Sahagin. It has too many vowels. They're just soggies in my
Copy
notes.
paste. Copy paste.
No, they're called soggies.
If you guys really are capable and can go underwater, we could use you to go in ahead of time and rescue the prisoners.
Yes. I don't know if we can get the prisoners out because the Sahagin would they see 26 people, some of them humans who aren't particularly adept at swimming, splashing their way out of the place?
Well, the door on the top level, there's a path right along the beach, like right along the coast to the beach.
Oh, there's coast here?
Oh, yeah, this is right into the water.
Good to clarify. Okay, so this is not surrounded by water.
It sticks out of the beach line.
Oh gosh, this is not an island.
Beach back here. All right, I thought it was an island. That makes a massive fucking difference.
Sorry, we just assume everyone knows what this place looks like. Yes, basically straight beach, and then our 3 pillars stuck out. One was the middle one was the biggest, and we built in that. And those 3 have sunk, so now there's just 3 tiny spires sticking out of the water.
So
okay.
We go in, get the prisoners, and
then they don't have leverage anymore. Okay, because I didn't think we'd be able to get the prisoners out. If this is on a beach, that changes it. My plan was going to be sail the ship up, sneak on top of it, and then wait for the prisoners to start dumping rubble out and sneak in through that door to where the prisoners were, and then just seal off the floor as best we could and defend while they attacked from the hidden entrance and pincer the Sahagin. But if we can just get the prisoners out, that's better, I think.
So being the rogue and being kind of I don't care about other people. If we were to get the
not in the class description.
Yeah. It's official. It's in the player's handbook.
It's a subclass.
We get the prisoners out. And what if we just seal the entire thing off? And leave them in there. Come back in a month.
Presumably they could unseal it. Also, it seems like locking them in there with the power portal is not what we want.
Okay.
Don't know if we win that battle of starving them out. But if you're able to get to the staircase to the second floor and prevent anyone from going down and calling for help, I'm sure there won't be that many Sahagin on above ground.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have a small group probably watching the door and another group likely watching the prisoners.
Yeah, so we would expect, where would we expect enemies to be? Do we know how many are typically guarding it outside? You said they only guard it at night?
Yes, the door's closed during the day, so I'm assuming there's still guards there, but that's probably your best bet. At night we've seen, closest we saw a group of 8 outside when the prisoners were loading and unloading rubble.
Yes, there would be like 8 there. And then we think maybe another, 8 inside?
We couldn't tell.
Alright. We can deal with 8.
We deal with 8 before one gets away to call for reinforcements.
Maybe. It'll be a roll. I think we can get the jump on them. If it's completely unguarded during the day, I think regardless of how we're doing it, I think we sneak in during the day and just like hide up above the entrance until they come out at night, and then bushwhack them, go in, get the prisoners, and then we can either seal off the stairwell and just defend until reinforcements arrive from below, or we get the fuck out of Dodge. I feel like if we just fill the bag of holding up with like weapons and temporary barricades, we could arm like at least half the prisoners. I assume the lizard folk would want to fight.
Who can we get from? Can we get people from Saltmarsh? This is supposed to be an alliance. It may be.
Potentially, we could have. The thing is, it's a tricky, like, how many people can we sneak in versus.
Well, if people from if we can hide near the entrance, right, and wait for nightfall, ambush the 8 that come out. How many people from Saltmarsh can we get that can back us up? And once we get past that 8, help us extract prisoners on the top level.
Yeah. I feel like maybe we do both. Maybe we like split the prisoners. The ones that want to get out, we get Saltmarsh to get them out, and the ones that want to fight stay and fight.
Sora will speak up at this point. Like, I was actually thinking, Otin, that the mouth beaters won't be useless. We could use them as a defensive line to hold the stairs once the fight actually starts, and our wounded can go back to them, or we can take prisoners to them and use the.
Mm-hmm.
And Othin will be like, they can't go underwater. I don't know how useful they'll be.
That keeps
Don't.
the Sahagin from exiting the water. If we can clear out that final floor, it's dry. What did they call them? Air dwellers?
You call them a mouth breather.
Yeah, mouth breathers.
The mouth breathers, if it's dry, the mouth breathers can work a spear as well as anyone else.
Mhm.
Right, I'm back.
You'll see the Goliath kind of stand up, and he's kind of built like a Zugum. Strong, lots of muscle. I have fought humans in the past. They can hold their own if given the chance. If they are willing to help, we could use them to send all of our forces underwater.
Uh,
Yeah.
Jesse, real quick, how deep would those entrances that go into the water be?
Ooh, so that would be probably like 80 feet.
Okay, and normal fishing boats in Saltmarsh, how big are their nets? Would they go all the way down 80 feet?
Great question. I don't have an answer for you, would they?
Want to go fishing for Sahagin?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I think that's where Dask's mind would be is, yes, like they can't go underwater, but there are resources with ships, especially with the fishermen. If they've got nets, maybe they can block exits with the nets, or at least slow them down.
Yeah. That could, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Like at least the main entrances, because we need to keep them bottled up in there. If they get out, it seems like they have a huge numbers advantage. So this only works if they're bottled up and we're taking them out in pieces.
We are hoping to lock them into this section. I'll point to the very south of the map, the very bottom circle. If we can sneak into the two control towers and lock the two rooms off, and then we'll just hold them at the gate from the outside. That's our first goal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so we maybe, if we like block off the gate, that could help keep them from exiting that way before it gets properly sealed, because I don't think we can block it with something as strong as the gate, but we can put a temporary nets or some kind of seal on it.
This bottom floor is probably not your guys' worry. If you're going to get anywhere without being seen, it would be the second floor.
Mm-hmm. I think we can sneak in the route where the prisoners are dumping the rubble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You say there's 300 to 400 of these creatures, and it seems like you all are representing different groups. How large is your army?
We have 345 soldiers, minus 30 that would stay here to defend this place. We have 315 ready for combat.
And that was just the lizard folk guy?
No, that's all of us. He'll point to the Goliath, the merfolk, and the Lokatha.
Well,
maybe in our best interest to get the, like I said, Saltmarshians, people of Saltmarsh involved.
It's not a huge number. It's not as much of a numbers imbalance as I thought. But yeah, we can see if Fireborn's got any volunteers to join.
And even if not, it's not a matter of numbers. It's about the strategy, and it sounds like you all have put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's 10 of them or 1,000. If it's a 10-foot wide corridor, you're only fighting them 2 at a time.
That is our plan, and There's lots of corridors to hold, but if we believe we can do it if we lock them in the bottom section and lock them in the arena.
It would be great if I was a high enough level to be able to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh man, take out everybody in the water.
Sahagin are dead. Mission accomplished. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's my plan. We use the ship to get close without being noticed in the daytime when they're not paying attention. We probably actually yeah, if we're bringing reinforcements, they'll have to swim because we can just fly from our ship to the rock. Oh, maybe we can carry people. Can we carry people when we're flying?
Doubt it.
Yeah. Because then we can get like at least that many with us without having to go splishy splashy. So we can just fly from our ship to the rock and then wait like a couple hours or like half a day for the Sahagin to come out, bushwhack them, get in, lock down that floor, and then have that be when the main assault starts.
So, I like that idea, but real quick, this was a huge wall of text that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. What? So the 300 to 400, that's what's inside here. But if we somehow fail, and some leave and get reinforcements, what does that look like? Or is this their only base?
This is the only place around here that we know of. I don't see anyone leaving here and coming back in a timely manner that's important.
Okay, so there's a question. So where did they come from before they took this place over? So 8 months ago, or 8.5 months ago, where were they?
Not here. They were south. They were...
Okay.
We were aware from Oceanus that there was someplace southwest of here that is where he got picked up, some kind of island.
Yeah, I'm just so. I guess the thing we don't know that I would really like it if we could know is 300 to 400 the average size of I don't know what to call them, a school of Sahagin, and then how much interrelationship is there between schools, and how much territory and buffer space is there between schools? Because I think it's a really big difference for us if these 400 assholes are BFFs with another 400 assholes that live 20 minutes up the coast versus these are the only assholes within 100 miles, and the next pack of assholes feel pretty ambiguous about these ones.
The assholes are too full of themselves to group with other groups.
Okay.
I do not fear them joining another school. He puts in quotation marks.
What do you call a group of Sahagin? School, a pack, a tribe, a clan?
What do you call a group of sharks? That's probably the best bet.
I'm pretty sure it's a school. Well, I'm thinking fisher schools. I don't know if there's a term for a group of sharks because I don't know if sharks are a group.
A shiver.
Oh, fuck, it is called a shiver. Hilarious. Oh, wait, no. Is it really Shiver, Frenzy, Herd, Gam, or School? Okay, there's multiple terms. Although Shiver is hilarious.
Did we get a location of how to get to this place?
Oh, yeah, they can... Do you have a...
Yeah, we have a map. Pull out the map.
And they will easily show you that if I can just... It's right about here.
That sounds about right.
So
Can't miss it. 3 things sticking out of the water.
So if that's the case,
The Trident theme is strong.
with all of this knowledge that we've obtained over the last 10 days or so, then that would be a different group than the one that took Oceanus, potentially.
No, because I think not, for 2 reasons. One, these guys, they just told us these guys came from the southwest to the fortress. And two, they have seen a sea elf prisoner with this group. So I think these guys were like down here fucking around with the sea elves. Then they heard about the lizard folk having a portal rift,
Okay.
in their base, and decided we want that because evil magics. And then they invaded, potentially so they could summon their shark god.
The element of surprise is our biggest plan of success. If you are going to go in first, do what you must to make sure that you do not set off an alarm.
Will they have any alarms on the exterior of the fortress, on the spires that stick out of the water?
No, they're too brass for that. They don't think anyone will attack them.
Our ship, we are in possession of a ship that has, by its previous owners, been marked as an ally of the Sahagin. That, combined with the fact that they don't seem to keep close watch during the day, should let us sail close to the fortress. We're capable of flight, so we can fly the short distance from our ship to the peak of the fortress and then conceal ourselves until night when we attack the Sahagin.
They are active at night, so be wary that is when we see some coming and going through that doorway.
That's also when that doorway's open. We could try to breach it during the day, but it may draw more attention. Do we know how that door is sealed or what it looks like?
Big stone door is... They're not the smartest bunch. It can't be that well built.
Then we could potentially breach it during the day, wipe out the Sahagin on that floor, and then prepare defenses until you attack at night. But that does leave us vulnerable if we're discovered.
If you are able to secure the top floor, and you feel comfortable sneaking in further, you could try and take out one of the main threats. You can see on the second floor map from the staircase, there's not many large areas for them to gather that are within the line of sight of the hallways. The largest being where we eat, the eating room. But the Baron's most likely in our throne room, and we have a secret way in that I'm not sure if they know about. And he'll point out the secret doors on the left.
Yeah.
So if you guys are able to either go down and kill the Baron, or maybe check the altar room for the High Priestess and pull her out, that would make the start of this war a lot easier.
Certainly try. If we secure the third floor and we're confident that the prisoners and whatever soldiers we bring with us can defend it, then yeah, that's definitely an option.
And catching a group view would not raise much suspicion. I believe we had reports about 3 weeks ago of a group going in dressed kind of like yourselves, but we've seen 2 of them now as prisoners. So
do you know if any of the dangerous people, the Baron, Baroness, what was the Blade Master, Sword Master,
Blade Master, and the High Priestess.
And the High Priestess, do any of them ever visit the prisoners, or is that something we wouldn't know?
We have not seen any of that. Okay. I don't think they care about them enough.
No, but that would be much easier if we could draw one of them up to the third floor than if we have to go down and get them.
The Blade Master is likely in the arena, but that is in the heart of the building. We don't expect you to go there.
God, I'm thinking of so many spells that would be so great for this that I don't have access to.
But this is all plan that will It's not happening today.
Nope.
We've still got much more prep to do. We need more weapons.
When will you be ready for this?
We could be forced to go with a week's time. We could muster up what we need, but it would weaken our position. The longer we wait, the better it is for us. But the less likely it is that all our prisoners are still strong enough to do the work they need, and they keep them around.
Oh, and
Yeah, that's
more
gross, 'cause
likely
that-
they'll get closer to their goals.
Yeah, we don't want them to summon a fucking shark god. I don't care if you think it's realistic.
It's not likely.
Regardless
only-
of what they're doing with anything they do with that sort of power is bad.
There's only 2 in this room who seem to think that is possible, and like the fish guy will kind of nod, and the shaman will also kind of like nod at that.
Scrimshaw's kind of gonna shrug and then wave a hand through the air, and the hand is just gonna trail like a rainbow of light. And he's just like, with things like this at hand, I prefer to assume anything is possible.
Well, how much time do you need to be ready to
One
go
good
in?
night's sleep. No, we will meet with the powers that be in Saltmarsh and find out if there's anyone who will join the assault. If you require additional weapons, the city of Saltmarsh is willing to deal. They will trade with you for those. So, if you would like, we can bring an envoy from your people back to Saltmarsh to negotiate with their council. That might be more effective than having us function as intermediaries on a consistent basis.
Zarif, you'll take care of this, and he'll kind of stand like, yes, I can do this. Take these 2 with you. And he'll kind of have a group of 3, and like we will get ready to leave and go with them whenever they want. Are you guys leaving tonight, or are you staying here?
What time of day is it right now?
Whew, you guys got off the boat early in the morning, right? That's what we did?
Yeah, we basically got off the boat at dawn, walked 4 hours into the swamp, killed a crocodile, and walked 4 hours out of the swamp. So,
Yeah, so it's probably,
I assume it's only like early afternoon.
well, it's like 4 or 5 or 6-ish.
6? That's 4 hours more than I counted. Okay.
DM,
Well,
did
we only need-
did they see the meat that we brought as well?
No, none of them have really looked yet. They're all,
Okay.
this guy looked at the skull, and that was it.
But there's definitely not enough meat to feed all of them, is there?
No, you could probably feed this room well, and maybe another, like maybe twice this group.
Well, we did bring some meat back from the crocodile. Maybe a feast of sorts? You could stay the night.
Both of them will kind of stand at that. Ha ha! We get to eat Thousand Tooth? What a treat. And he'll like kind of like motion to the 2 guys behind you, and they'll like walk up and put their hands out for the meat.
Whoever has it gives them the meat. Just
Yes.
go like, give them the meat.
I'll point
Yes.
to where the meat is located.
And they'll take it and they'll walk out with it. Please sit. We shall eat, and you can leave in the morning.
Yeah, that works. 2 things real quick. Can we A, make sure our ship is outside? Because I feel like, actually, no, we're basically where we got dropped off. And B, Scrimshaw will take this time to give a very dramatic and action-packed recounting of how we slew Thousand Tooth.
All right, I
Pulls
want
out
you to
the
make.
pipe and does the whole like the smoke. There's shifting like crocodile jaws snapping through the smoke at Zugum and Zorgax dodging and arrows flying and the Dask's dragon, which I don't know if it has a name. Dask, name your dragon. It's impolite to not give it one.
It's very scary.
How to name your dragon?
It's actually just adorable and tiny. But yeah, Dask's dragon going up against the much larger reptile crocodile, but still holding its own. All of that good stuff.
I want a performance check with advantage.
All right, can I guide myself?
Sure, yeah, you're telling a story here, and like everyone else is like sitting now. Beautiful. And that is going towards the war effort numbers because you are bolstering the troops greatly.
Are we playing Mass Effect 2? Is that what's happening right now?
Something like that.
While
There
during
have
the
been a-
performance, I'm gonna turn to any of my Dragonborn companions and ask what were you guys talking about. Because
Oh,
nobody cared to
Oh,
translate for me.
like just an hour ago, Scrimshaw would have just given him the cap of comprehending languages for a minute.
That works. You can learn some of it. And you guys can be seated, and they'll bring out a feast. And you guys will have delicious food.
DM, my many years of shipwriting, is it possible I could have heard a story related to a shark god?
Make me a history or arcana check.
Okay.
Do you have another? Do you have something
aid
else?
him in that just through sheer bardic fortitude?
No.
Come on! All right, well, guidance then.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily know I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Random guidance.
7!
Oof.
You've definitely heard the name before. That's it. You're like, oh yeah, that's a real god. Heard of that one.
Scrimshaw, I think what they're talking about is accurate. I've heard that name before, that shark god thing. I've heard that
I
about
have
that.
every confidence that it is a real deity. The only question is whether, well, I suppose if they're actually attempting to summon it, and then if that portal would create or possess enough power to do such a thing.
Well, if it's anything like whatever's causing the demons to come in the forest, I'm sure
Then
they're
it's
powerful enough to bring a god in.
There's a difference in scale, I think, between demons and gods. But I also have a feeling that a shark god is maybe in a more minor pantheon. It might be something that they're only pulling from the plane of elemental water, which I think is maybe a thing Scrimshaw would know. I don't know how common knowledge the planes are.
Yeah, you don't know of it. Not,
Okay.
You wouldn't know everything about it, but yeah.
No, but like in my head at least, I think like, the Sahagin worshipping a shark god. I know there's no like the main pantheon doesn't have any sharks in it, so it might be like a demigod or just a heckin' powerful elemental creature that hangs out on the plane of water or some shit like that. Which is honestly probably more concerning.
But
'Cause
still, if these rifts are going to different places,
Yeah,
then it would make
not
sense
good.
that they're maybe not necessarily connected, but caused by the same thing.
Related in some way, shape, or form, for sure.
Basis.
But that's a big question for sometime after we've killed all the angry assholes that are around it so that we can examine it.
All right. Well, we eat. Let's take a 5-minute break. If you guys have any questions you want to ask them, I know you had some scheduled like last week that you didn't get to ask. So Think about them.
I think we got them all. Actually, I've
All
been
right.
going through. I
Well-
think we hit them all.
We'll take a 5-minute break, and if you think of any more, we can ask before we head back to Saltmarsh.
Cool.
Cool beans. Does this also constitute our long rest?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
And we're back.
Look at you. That was a great entry. Like, you could be streaming yourself.
Alright, I'm off swimming, guys. See ya. You said a long rest, right?
yeah. Most people already kind of took one with when they leveled up, so you can take it now. We're not going to have any surprise issues as long as you don't try and start a fight.
The only thing I needed to do was get my rage back, so. Otherwise, I don't think I actually took any damage. Courtesy of the temporary HP.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think there was only one question that we didn't ask, but I don't think it needed to be asked, and that was, what would be like an equal hit to the Sahagin? And I think because they're isolated, this is probably all of them. Taking this back would be it. Would be the equal hit.
Any you can kill beforehand would be greatly appreciated too.
So, Jesse, so we got a map of the third floor, which is the
It's the one
basement.
touching the
That's
water, yes. Like
and then
it's
the
the one
second
at the
floor is the one above that.
Right.
But they didn't give us a map for that top floor.
Right, because they had only dug out the stairs. So they didn't have the top floor map.
Yeah.
So they don't know what it looks like.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So
Sahagin basically took over construction and
Yeah, we're
using
invading the
slaves.
well,
question mark.
there's entrances. So there's an entrance in from the beach, but it's probable that it's like mostly just cave in some fashion.
Some sort.
I gotcha.
Unless they're
know
working
the-
on it.
Well, they've had 8 months, yeah. Possible. Okay. All right. Well, that clears that up. That issue.
We know that they are digging it out. So we know it's still under construction. We also know the staircase connecting the two layers is kind of in the middle. So it's possible that like everything over here is just solid rock, but it's also possible that it's just a big open cavern, or maybe it's a bunch of tunnels. Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
We'll get the prisoners to sketch it out real quick when we go liberate them. I know I made the right choices with spells, or at least I'm happy with the ones I got, but now that I know exactly what we're doing next, I'm like, oh, I could have chosen different.
Yup.
I might not need Featherfall for this.
I'm just gonna wait till you get rid of it, and I'm gonna make you fall off a cliff.
I'm never getting rid of it. Are you kidding? The amount I chirped you in the last campaign for not having Featherfall, and it actually did come into play. That fucking ice bridge. Yeah, no, I'm never removing Featherfall from my fucking spell list. I told you, Featherfall, Dispel Magic, and Counterspell. I will die on that hill. They're the mandatory spells.
You die on that hill, I'll die at the bottom of it. After I fall off.
What's the thing? I won't die because I've got Featherfall and Counterspell.
Alright, we all good?
Could be.
Yeah, oh, actually, well, I don't really need you to do anything. I just want to double check it thing. Did I? No, I didn't. Fuck. Where's my... Oh, fuck yeah, that does work. No, it doesn't work.
Alright, so this meat, some of the best you've ever had. Delicious. They know how to cook here. So, you all took your long rest, and in the morning, you have no other questions to ask while you're here?
Oh, okay, I wanted to know if, okay, so that was answered. That was answered. That's no longer relevant. I guess the only thing we don't really know is like why they're fighting, but it seems like they're fighting because the Sahagin are assholes.
Well, they took
And
a
that
home-
whatever they're
home.
planning can't be good.
Yeah, that too. And then I guess the only other thing would be, do they have any weaknesses that we should be aware of or that we could exploit other than their hubris, which has been covered?
That's the
Like-
best one.
Are there any physical, like if you boop them in the nose, do they get stunned for a second?
They control sharks. They are not sharks. Expect if you go in the water
boop
to
their shark
fight
in
a
the
shark.
nose, will they be stunned for a second as they suffer emotional damage?
They have no emotions. Best bet, don't get hit. When they smell blood, they get stronger. That they do share with sharks.
Okay.
But anyways, we'll be in touch. Sorv has my blessing to make deals as needed. You are always welcome here now. Killers of Thousand Tooth. What should we call you?
It's bad that while we were planning the raid, in my head I kept thinking Strike Team Alpha.
I mean, I've heard worse. I don't
We
know.
get back to you on that one.
Yeah, I was gonna
totally.
say Strike Team Alpha sounds pretty good right now.
Totally can get back to me on that one.
Or what do you think? Strike Team Teeth? No. Their crocodiles have. Are they fangs? No.
Alright, so you're able to get back to where the ship was. It's still sitting there.
Yep.
And it takes you 2 trips because you have 9 people now, but row out, row back, row out again.
Can we
And
just
you-
fly out to it?
If you want to, you can bust your wings out for the first time for this, sure.
Nah, I'll wait.
We should walk. We shouldn't just leave.
Yeah, I mean, it's only good.
Row
one
out, guys.
guy.
We'll see you up there.
Well, it only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And is the plan just to go back to Saltmarsh? We stopping anyway?
There's nowhere to stop in between here and Saltmarsh. We checked out the one thing.
Well, there's Abbey Island. I don't remember what's there.
There's what?
Abbey Island? I don't know what's there. I forget.
Beard saw it on another map with an X in it, so we put it in his map.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
I saw an island there. I don't know what it is, but since it sounds like we have some time, maybe we.
Well, let's go to Saltmarsh
sail
first and
by.
get the wheels rolling on all the planning and procuring, and then, while everyone's buying weapons and stocking up on shit, we can go check out the island. But yeah, it does sound like we have downtime
Sure.
to do that.
Sure.
Yeah. I think it makes sense to get the negotiations between Lizard Folk and Saltmarsh rolling first, and then fuck off to go have fun.
All right.
Oh,
So
We've got to be
and,
responsible, whatever we are.
and out of character, when will we be ready? I feel like we should wait until at least 6th level so I get a swim speed.
Damn.
I'll get a swim speed at 6 levels, so fuck you. No. I mean, if we ding again before we go in, that's great. But I feel like if we don't, we don't. Whatever.
Oh, I have. Okay, no, I did have an idea. So I was thinking about this during the break. We so the potion shop only
Mhm.
has a limited supply of potions.
Mhm.
And magic stuff. What if during this downtime we go and collect the supplies needed to make the
For-
potions?
Oh, maybe. I mean, if that's a thing we can do,
I have no
and
idea.
Also,
I have no idea. That was
if
just a thought.
there are, yeah, I feel like it also depends on like what potions we could get the ingredients for. Because like if it's just like more potions of healing, I like If it's something
Yeah.
fancy, then maybe, yeah. We don't need more.
Well-
We have like 6 potions of healing. We haven't used a single fucking one.
No. But like specifically like water breathing, because that
Yeah, no,
water breathing
no, if
spell
we can get, like-
last 24 hours.
Yeah, if we can get like potions of water breathing or like fucking, I don't know, giant strength, or if we could get like what am I thinking of? Greater invisibility or some shit like that, like some real juicy shit, then yeah, I'd be very tempted.
So I think that is something we should consider, because they said that they'd be, if we force them, they'd be ready in a 10-day. But
Yeah, I don't think we
it
do.
sounds
I
like
think
they're
we
going to
wait
need a little bit
2
more time.
weeks.
So yeah. So if we do have 2 weeks and we can travel around, maybe we can go on a bit of a.
Yeah, I think we check out the island, we maybe check out the tower, and then we gather power.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
But
find
we'd
a
have to work out
magic
some kind of deal.
weapon for the paladin, because he doesn't have one yet, and I think he's the only one.
Yeah, but he's got some fancy stuff that he can
Yeah,
that's
but
better than us.
it always helps to have a magical sword for resistances. Cough cough. Because the barbarian doesn't need it. He becomes magical eventually. Everyone else
He's
is
using his
magical.
tail most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, his tail
Natural
becomes
weapon all the way.
and the artificer just artifices stuff. So I feel like it'll just be really awkward if the paladin like goes to smite someone and they have resistance. Although it's a different damage type, I know, but still.
All right.
Also, I didn't say this before, but I probably would have told the Drake to leave prior to us arriving to the lizard folk.
I assumed.
Yeah.
Scrimshaw would have been tossing its snacks while it was around. Scrimshaw
Probably
loves
ate.
that thing.
Probably ate most of the meat that you cut up. You're tossing little bits of it as you were going home.
Oh, yeah, just turkey. We're like playing fetch. We're like, see, like, wait, can it fly yet? No, it doesn't have a fly speed yet. Never mind. I mean, I don't know it doesn't have fly speed, but Scrimshaw would try and throw it up for it to fly to, and it wouldn't fly. So Scrimshaw would be like, okay, it doesn't fly. Scrimshaw hasn't read the class description.
Neither of
All right. So you're able to pull into Saltmarsh. It's almost midday. Where are we heading?
No, arbitrarily inspiring. Oh, fuck, I'm still in the private chamber line. I'm just arbitrarily inspire everyone while we're moving for the sake of it. Well, let's go introduce our lizard shaman to the town council, and also see who wants to volunteer to assault a Sahagan fortress. Just be legendary badasses. Imagine the tales they'll be able to tell after that.
As you guys land, Sorav will have his 2 guards kind of give you their weapons. It's best not to greet new friends armed until given permission. Hold these until they let us take them back, please.
Dump them into the bag folding.
So you guys are going to be waiting outside.
Mhm.
I just assume your beetle waits outside, Chill.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone's just side-eyeing it.
These 2 have gotten used to it. All right. And you'll see who's accountable. I believe there's only 3 right now. Who's around?
I feel like the other ones consistently missing should be something that is becoming concerning, but feels like a future problem.
Manistrad is dealing with an issue in the mines.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, I guess if we're Scrimshaw just we're doing here. All right. We've returned from parlaying with the lizard folk. We've brought an envoy as well as news of the Sahagan. Seems they're attempting to gather power. They've taken possession of an arcane rift. We're not entirely certain what they're planning with it, but it could be disastrous to the whole coast if they are allowed to see their plans through to fruition.
Well, We've already decided we will help your people. Give us a list of what weapons and armor you need, and we'll make sure to get it to you. We can work out the details as needed, but as for fighting, I could lead a small group as necessary.
We were about to ask if you would have a band of volunteers. We have a plan. The Sahagin have taken nearly 30 prisoners, some of whom are human. If there are any sailors or residents of Saltmarsh currently unaccounted for, they may be among those. We're going to assault through a construction entrance in that base, secure the floor where the prisoners are held, and defend it from Sahagin advance, while the lizard folk use a secret tunnel to assault the remainder of the base. I think the ideal size for a team to accompany us is 5, perhaps 6. We can be covert with that many, at least. The base is also along the shore, however, so I think it would be relatively easy for a larger force to secure the beach. The Sahagin, I don't believe, will fight on land, but any prisoners that need to be evacuated would be safe with a blocking force that's out of the water.
That should be capable. I can probably muster 40 men for that, given time, and we can put together a group of 5 capable to join you if necessary. One thing I will say on the boat ride back, Oceanus has made it clear that he's going with you when you go on.
Right, I totally forgot about that. So yeah, I meant to ask Oceanus. I was literally staring at the fucking note. It's like, hey, what's up with those folk? Will if Oceanus requests or talks to his people, will the CLs participate in this offensive action?
If you asked, where you asked Oceanus this?
Yes.
Being on boat, Sorv would have been around, and he would have been the one to tell you that the Sea Elves and sorry, I'm just going back to this map to get their name, and the Goliath don't mingle, and we chose the stronger of the two to side with for this encounter.
All right. Cool. That's fair. Well, all right. Yeah, we'll have Oceanus with us at the very least. Crap. I was hoping we could just fly everyone there, but I think we're gonna have to do some swimming. Oh well, that's fine.
There's a land path you can take.
Oh yeah, or we just use there's fucking, I keep forgetting there's a land path.
Use your legs, you lazy bastard.
No, never.
Sorvin will kind of sit up and ask, is it okay if my men carry their weapons? I've had your friends here hold them as a show of good faith, and Fireborn will nod at it, and the other two are like, yes, that's fine. And then he'll sit down and start just talking details, and you guys free to ask what you want and free to leave if you don't. You've got nothing you want to add to this?
In previous conversations, because I think we might have referenced the Sahagin before to the council.
Yeah, they know what's up.
Have they had any Sahagin attacks before?
Fireborn has fought some before, he's told you, but way back in the day. So he's the only one who actually knew what they were. And they haven't had anyone report any Sahagin attacks.
Okay.
No. I got nothing. I don't think Scrimshaw really has anything to contribute to this. Like, I'm not too concerned with the details, but I think Scrimshaw would stick around just to be supportive of both sides and make sure that these negotiations, logistics, etc., go as smoothly as possible, and just, subtly emphasize to everyone involved at various points, how nice it is that we're all working together and you're allies and building relationships, yada, yada, yada.
Just the yes man for both sides? Okay.
Yeah, basically the opposite of gaslighting, or the fuck that is.
All right. So you can chill here and do that for the day?
Yeah.
Anyone have anything else they'd like to do in town? You've got all day?
For a couple hours.
I'm taking this gun to the town, are you?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Zorgax, are you going with him for that? Did you want a hat made out of this thing?
Yeah, definitely want a hat.
No, we're not. No, we're selling it. Make a hat out of your fucking bearskin rug.
Yeah, make a
It would be
bear
worth
hat.
more as a
And
hat.
I'll ask how much for a bearskin rug hat.
Well, you have to go to a hat maker for that.
She's a tanner.
That's very different from a hat maker.
Yes, that's different. They
Those are
Maybe I wanna-
cloth.
Totally
Maybe I want
different
a
skill
bad
sets.
hat.
Then just make it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mosey along with the group. If there are people going to the tanner, I'll go as well.
But I'm the only one going at the momento, so.
All right, then.
Oh,
Yeah, sure, I'll go with you.
I think the only thing I would want to do is, I think I want to pick up a few nets.
okay, yeah, that's easy to do. If you find their cost, you can buy them.
Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, since we didn't know previously if nets are large enough to go all the way down, maybe find whoever makes such things here in town, if they could make a net long enough to blockade that door from a ship.
Well, the nets don't like they're not continuous. It's not like it dangles from a ship like a cape. It's on lines. So like
Yeah.
it goes down like with lines coming back up, and then you pull the lines to close the net.
I feared that they can just cut them.
Well, sure, but it would delay. It would.
Oh god damn it,
delay
that's right. Most fish don't have opposable thumbs. Yeah. Also, I was curious. I feel like I know the answer to this, but I would regret it if I didn't ask. If Sahagin aren't moving forward, will they drown the same way a shark always needs to be moving forward?
Sorvin tells you that the answer is no. They have
Well.
one prisoner that is stuck in a small cell. So
Well, fine. Wait, there's a prisoner? Oh shit, we should go interrogate that. Yeah, we should go interrogate the prisoner. Why didn't they tell us there was a prisoner?
they've had him for a while.
How long is a while? Less than 8 months?
Oh yeah.
Couldn't
Well, they
he
may
tell
have
us
knowledge
anything
of the
about
third
layout
floor.
of the third floor? Yeah, or the first floor, whatever the top floor.
They never thought of that, he says.
Fucking damn it! Oh, where are we?
You can ask next time you're back with our people.
Ooh, why wouldn't they bring that up? Oh no, our allies are as stupid as our enemies.
So
that was said out of character. But
That was that out of character, and
yeah. Speaking of that prisoner, you do know of a few prisoners that you've put in jail
yeah,
that have worked with the Sahagin.
yeah. I suppose we could
Um,
also go ask them if they can fucking tell us anything useful.
Along your travels, you would see the job board posting has been updated.
oh,
And Zugan, you get there, and She has never seen a skin so long before.
Are you okay?
It's magnificent.
Well, it would call it thousand teeth, so I guess that can tell you where it came from.
The creature had a name. Oh. Does anyone around here know it? I could sell for a lot more if that was the case.
I look at Drogat.
Everyone around here will, of course, know its name. We have already begun spreading tales of our great deed about this defeating this creature around town.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I need a roll for this. Persuasion or deception? Your choice. Are you lying or telling the truth when you say this?
I have no doubt we're going to be telling people. I'm not lying. I'm assuming that everybody's going to know that we defeated this thing. Like,
Okay.
why would we brag about it?
Do I see him through the window to cast guidance?
No, you're not there.
My God, with the whole guidance.
I don't have to be
stuff.
there. I just have to be within 60 feet.
You are nowhere near within 60 feet. They're at 11, you're at 14.
Okay. So I'm also going to use the luck stone.
Oh, wow. He's using his...
Well,
you
I
had
mean, does
that.
a 14 work? If it doesn't, then I'll use the luck stone.
You won't know until you use the Luckstone or not.
What is it? I forget what this does. What is it?
You just get one reroll,
Yeah. No, I get advantage.
which would be one more roll since you've already rolled once.
Well,
You don't get to
poo-poo
roll
on that.
3 times.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. What should I make? Purses? No. Girls don't care for stories. Belts. Every man will want a belt of 1,000 tooth. And she will give you an IOU. If you need to cash this in early, just go to the town. They trust me. 750 gold pieces for the bonus of this persuasion.
Well, we were hoping for cash right now, and while we can take this IOU to the town and they could pay it, I really want a hat. I won't ask for a hat. Never mind. I'll shut up. I'll take the IOU.
If you say so.
Don't fucking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck it up. I'm not. I swear to God, I can do this right. I can do good. Sure, I'm gonna look at Zugum and go, we all settled up here then?
Oh, we? I asked, looking directly at him.
No, I feel 750 is a good number to be had, and our fellow companions will be happy with that. We thank you, and good day.
Yes, thank you. And you see she's kind of looking over it already, kind of like marking out where she's going to cut. And she just kind of stops looking at you.
Alright. Yeah, I guess, at least for me, head back.
I guess I might as well go to the weekly market to see what they have.
All right, weekly market, you can... actually, I'm going to need you to make another Constitution save throw for me. Because you have crossed this bridge, so let's start there.
Wait, the 15 not the weekly market?
You were at 11.
Oh. Speaking of 11.
Can we do this again if I say you were at 2? You start to feel a wave of sickness, but you hold it down. In the weekly market, you're able to find there's lots of fish being sold. Basically anything that is in the general store pages you can buy. There's 2 goats for sale, and an ox is there. Anything specific you're looking for?
No, just seeing what they have. Can't you call it the weekly market? That thing change every week.
Yeah, they changed the name of the fish, basically.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll continue to browse while you go with everyone else.
All right.
Yeah. Head back to try and find the group.
Russell, what you up to?
Not much. Probably just gonna go off, paint a bit, finish up some sketches that have been in the process from places we've been. Probably work on the Thousand Tooth one.
Beautiful. Okay.
Need me to roll anything in specific?
If you wanna see how good you do, you can do a performance check.
Sure. Just let me find my mouse. There we go. Oh, that's awful.
You got too caught up on the name Thousand Teeth. You're like, that's way too many teeth. I think you're probably gonna want to redo that one at some point. On the job board, there are 2 new jobs that you would have noticed walking around, seeing them.
I marked him.
Yeah. Floor is yours.
Unless someone else has done it, or would want to do it, definitely talk to Manistrad Copperlocks. Find out more information about this cave.
Sure. Okay. So you ask about where she'd be, and they tell you to go across the bridge. I'm just trying to find the number. Cross to number 5, which is this one. So you get sent here, and you'll kind of see as you go in, there's a front desk, 2 dwarves sitting there writing. To the right, there's a staircase going down. To the left, large room. A bunch of dwarves sitting at desks writing. And you'll see up on the 2nd floor, Manistrad's on the 2nd floor, looking over everything, sitting at a desk.
Does anyone? Well, there's one dwarf at a desk. Or
There's 2 at the front. There's 2 at the front that are kind of looks kind of like a front counter,
Okay.
almost like a reception area almost.
And what is this place?
This is the mining company headquarters.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. There was a job posting about a mine needing cleared. I was hoping to talk with Manistrad Copperlocks to get more information.
This guy's just gonna put a hand up, and he keeps writing with a finger up, and he finally looks up at you. Oh yes, up the stairs. She'll see you coming. Have a nice day. And goes back down to writing.
Oh, the enthusiasm.
I will head upstairs.
And as you go up the stairs, there's no walls on the 2nd floor, right? This is just a 2nd layer. It seems like looks like her office, it seems, but there's no walls, no privacy. And she's sprawled over a map of it looks like a cave system. And she sees you desk, right? Come on up. What can I do for you?
How do you know my name?
This is the girl from the council.
Oh yes. Oh, now it all clicks. Now it all clicks.
Super embarrassing. Because we
I'm
met 3 days
sorry.
ago.
We've worked together many times.
I'm sorry. It's you. Well, you know. Anyways, there was a job posting about the cave opening needed to be explored. Can I get some more information about that? We've got some time on our hands, and it might be something we might be interested in.
And you look at her, she kind of just like puts her hand to her face, like, why didn't I think of you guys? Be perfect for this. Yes, our guys have found a natural cave when mining, and usually that's a good thing. It means we get to explore more and just plan out where we're gonna start digging next. But after they found the new cave, we heard some strange noises coming from it.
Like what?
Sounded like there was people digging. Same noises we make, but coming from down the shaft, and we've never been that deep.
So, someone might have gotten there before you.
But there's nothing else around is the only problem. So fortunately we've had to close that entire section of the mine, and I've had to station some of the guards from town to just watch over that whole area, and just in case. And we're hoping someone would go down, make sure it's all cleared and safe.
Can I side-eye this map?
Yeah, it's just a map of like a cave system that's kind of been drawn, and like, so it's like the entrance, and then it shows like a shaft going down and different like tunnels that have been dug out. And there's a giant circled part down one tunnel where she's talking about, and you can see there's markings on where guards are posted in the whole section that's blocked off, and you can see that because of the way the tunnels have worked, they've had to cut off a large section of mine because they're kind of interconnected. So there's a lot that's been stopped being worked on at the time.
So that this area, how far away from town is it?
Oh, that is a great question that I should absolutely know the answer to. That was it's about 4 hours from Saltmarsh. We've got a little establishment set up there for housing those who work in the mines, and when they stay there for the week they work. Or
Oh, so it's near the it's near the dwarven mine where
in the Dwarven mine, yes.
yeah, right. The one where a lot of the reports were coming from that house.
Right, yes. We pass the house often. Hasn't been a problem since, though.
And you're sure that it just couldn't be a group from Seaton or something digging from the other side?
I mean, if you look and kind of point to the map, like, we're a few hundred feet below ground. I don't think they'd have a mining operation that deep that we wouldn't know about. Our operation was established by the king for this area, for the metals of this region. Seems unlikely. But if it is, then it'd make your job a lot easier, wouldn't it? You just go down, figure it out, and straighten the deal.
Sure. Yeah. No, that would make sense. It will be asked, I'm sure, by the others, but what's the payment?
Great question. Well, I don't know. We don't want to offer too little, depending on what the risk is. But if it's just another mining group that shouldn't be there, then we're just going to pay you for clearing up the issue. But if it is a threat that has to be dealt with, you will be compensated accordingly. We've got lost mining time is the biggest issue for us, so we'd say starting 200 gold, and if there's actually dangers, we'll add on to that. Does that sound reasonable?
I mean, it sounds fine to me. This map that you have, is this something that, because we're not used to the mine, would we be escorted down to that location, or do we have to manage ourselves? Because if we have to manage ourselves, I'd like to make a copy of this map. I've got a journal. I can draw it, if you don't mind.
If you'd like to draw it, go ahead. But we can have someone take you right to the new hole we've found. We'll take you, and she kind of like points to where the guards are, through this entire tunnel, and you can walk the perimeter with them of all the finished locations that we're aware of, and then they'll leave you to head down through the new location.
Just looking at the map, does it seem like there's potentially more than one entrance to this this area that's hidden, or is it just the one location, the one entrance?
The way their tunneling is set up is it's kind of like a catch on like a thing that is stuck out from the main path, so it seems like it's the only connector. It doesn't seem like there'll be multiple ways to get into the new section.
Okay.
And she'll like write a quick note and like stamp a seal on it. Like, if you take this to the mines, it'll grant you guys access without any delay. If you can't do it, I understand. I know you guys are busy, but it would solve a lot of my problems if you were able to take care of this for me.
Well, we'll do what we can if we can fit it in. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you. And she'll go back to like writing on something and free to leave. You guys can all meet back at the boat if you want to. Tell me what the plan is.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, boat sounds good for starters. We have an okay amount of cash. Do we want to check up on the store? See if there are new magic items that might be worthwhile?
It would be worth doing if we move forward with the idea of trying to collect supplies so that what we want is made.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that would happen at the
doesn't-
same time that I'm doing this.
Yeah, it doesn't cost us anything to check in, and then we can also inquire as to their capacity to take on, I don't know, commissions, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Asking her, she says, there's nothing else new in the store yet, because you were there 2 days ago.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
It doesn't refresh every long rest?
she believes wholeheartedly that given enough time, if you ask for something, her people can find it. The rarer the item, the longer it would take and the more it would cost to specifically find an item.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be a retainer fee to pay up front to search for the item, and then the cost would be large.
Is she willing to engage in a trade of services for goods?
And she points to the sign on the side, and it's a giant picture of a metal crab.
Right, so if we find the fucking thing she wants, she'll... Well, we don't have any fucking leads on where we're gonna find one of those.
Shit. That's right. We did talk to her about that. Oh, God.
Okay, whatever. Well, fucking long term. What was the going rate for an uncommon item again?
That was... I believe it was 300 off the top of my head, but I'm checking.
Okay.
Yes, 300.
And what about rare?
2,500.
Oh god, that's such a fucking jump.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're kind of flush right now. If she could get her hands on a rhythm maker's drum, I would be a-okay with that. I can only afford a +1, and by I mean the party, unless we stumble into an extra like 1,500 gold in the next few days. But
Well, we do have an IOU.
that is not even close. The IOU's almost all of our money right now. We were pretty broke after the last spending spree.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We could go sell a few odds and ends that we have kicking around, although we'd have to be careful about it because we're technically sitting on some stolen goods. But broadly speaking, we have 1,000 gold right now. That said, we've bought basically everything we need to, barring fancy ass magical items. So
She will ask for 50 gold up front if you want her to track this item down.
okay. Could we ask for 2 magic items to be tracked down, and she can maybe knock that to 75 gold as an upfront?
I'll allow it because you guys have been such good customers.
Cool. If we could just get a +1 of whatever the fuck weapon the paladin uses.
That would be amazing.
Well, what about, is there, I mean, yeah, but is there anything the artificer could use?
He makes his own magic items, but he would want, in all likelihood, what's it called? An all-purpose tool. Maybe.
What was that?
So one of the things Tasha's did was introduce like caster specific items to kind of balance out all the +1 weapons in the world. So an all-purpose tool, it must be attuned by an artificer. While holding the tool, you gain a +1 bonus to your spell attack rolls and the saving throw DCs of all your artificer spells. As an action, you can focus on the tool to channel your creative forces. Choose a cantrip you don't know from any class list, and for 8 hours you can cast that cantrip, and it counts as an artificer cantrip for you.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
And it's a screwdriver.
Yeah, it's basic that, and so yeah, the rhythm maker's drum I'm asking for is the bardic equivalent, so it would boost my spell attacks and saves by 1, and I can focus on it once a day to regain a bardic inspiration.
All right, sounds good to me.
I mean, I'd also love an instrument of the bards, but they're weird and slightly less useful.
Those are the 2 items you want to search for, guys? Is that a group consensus?
Do we? I don't know. Well, I mean, this is going to cost us a fair bit up front if we're okay with spending it.
Be 75 up front, and then 600 once you get the items.
I think we should see if we can get a fucking mace or whatever the fuck the paladin's wielding as well. Like, he needs a magic weapon. We're hitting the point where like we're gonna start running into things with resistances, and he's the only person in the party who can't bypass that shit on his own.
Well, he either wields a mace or I believe a pike because he alternates between the 2.
Well, yeah, we're not getting 2 fucking magic items to swap around.
No,
So-
I'm just letting you know which choices he has.
Yeah. I think the mace is the most correct option. I don't know why he has the lance. It's goofy. Well, I mean, if he's going to ride something, but we keep going to caves and oceans, so. So that would be 3 +1 items that would round out the party's suite of magical enhancements. For, I'd say, if we're going to do 3, we could do the 100 gold finder's fee. It would be 900 gold for the items in total. We can probably swing a discount on that when it comes to it, and then we're broke again. But we've also equipped the entire party with every useful, uncommon magical item that I can think of, barring like weird niche shit. Beard, are you playing the world's tiniest violin at me?
Yeah. Yes.
So are we? Yeah. So I mean, we'll be broke again, but it kills a lot of things that it would be on our wish list. Or do we want to not spend any of our money and save up for some real big fucking shit?
Well, we still do owe the rest of the money for the paladin's plate armor.
No, we don't. I paid that off.
We did pay that off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's paid off.
And I don't know how to spend money.
I don't need to
I mean,
spend
your
my
biggest thing
I'm
to
a
spend
barbarian.
money was dealt with when you made that part of the
Yeah.
deal for the ship.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's the
don't
thing.
know.
We have a boat. You have a fancy ass bow. The rogue has a fancy ass dagger. The artificer does have magic items. He can make his own.
Yes, I can.
So it's only, yeah. If we're looking at things that boost abilities, the bard doesn't have anything. The artificer could do with an external item, and the paladin doesn't have anything. The barbarian
got
also doesn't
the-
have anything, but you also do become magical at level 6.
Paladin
So-
does have a cloak of protection, I believe.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Yeah, but you can't hit things with a cloak, so.
You can't, because you're not a paladin.
That and plus I'm a barbarian. Magic items are not my thing.
We could absolutely get you some bracers of defense. But we can't
Yeah.
afford it.
If they look nice, then sure.
I mean, I don't need anything at this point. I've got the water breathing cap and I've got the magic dagger now.
Man, why do I keep letting you guys take all this? I have this fucking pipe.
And I got the luck stone.
I can make fancy smoke.
I mean,
the
that's
storyteller of the group.
And to be fair, yeah, that item fits you perfectly.
It
Yeah,
does.
no, it's amazing. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it to death. But it's not particularly useful in a combat situation, which is kind of what I'm planning for right
It
now.
actually
Well, you're not
is.
useful in a combat situation, so you know.
Do you want me to stop inspiring you and saving your life? Because I seem to recall scraping your corpse up off the ground on at least 3 separate occasions so far.
I will say
Absolutely
that pipe
correct.
did give you guys a bonus to the lizard folks total war level already.
All right, cool. All right, so are we good to do the drum, tool, and mace searches initiated, 100 gold down, TBD on paying the remainder?
Yeah, it'd be 1,000 gold total.
I mean, we're good customers. Let's do it for like 800 gold total.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Well, we might be able to get in that job in time.
900 gold total?
How about 800 and an IOU for a favor?
What about... Okay, wait 1 second. Let me look at our fucking inventory.
Well, no, let's owe her an IOU for a favor, and we get to go off and do some kind of fun adventure.
Well, I mean, we
Well-
already know what the favor is. It's finding her stupid apparatus
Yeah.
of Qualish, but
But
we
if
don't
we
have
find
a
it-
line on
if-
that thing at all. Yeah, if we
But if we
find it,
find it,
then
what's
Yeah.
that benefit?
yeah, what's the
I mean,
reward
it's
for
a question
finding
worth
it?
asking. Like what?
It-
Well,
like,
I
if
feel like
we
we've had
find
that
it-
discussion,
The
haven't we?
note says any 2 items of your choice
Oh, that's dumb.
within
Within reason.
within reason.
What's
Well,
reason?
Then it's not reasonable to go find that thing.
Well,
Asking her, she would find you a rare and uncommon item of your choice.
that would be pretty worth it. Wait. Oh god, I can't. All right, that's fine.
I mean, but if I mean,
Scrimshaw
this
has no
is-
concept of legendary items, but
Yeah, I mean, and it's like as a person, I'm aware of what this thing can do. Like this thing is more beneficial to us. You know,
I don't think it is, only
It could
because it's like it's not useless, but it's also it can only accommodate one person.
oh well, are you sure?
Oh, sorry,
about that?
two medium or smaller creatures. That's it. Yeah, it's not big. It's not a massive tank. It's the barrel you ride over Niagara Falls with a few extra doodads stuck on the outside of it.
Yeah, but think of all the shipwrecks that we can locate.
We wouldn't. It doesn't have sonar. We'd have to just manually crawl along the ocean floor looking for shit. That would
Yeah,
take it
but-
forever.
It's not like we don't have time.
We don't. I mean, we have time, but we don't have that much time. It's like if you want to do that in your retirement, go nuts. But we could also do that with the cap
it's
of water
like,
breathing.
It's like a magnet, coin magnet thing, whatever that's. I forget what that's called. Old people, they have like
know,
those magnets
you-
on a stick. and
Yeah,
they-
no, it's so
Wow.
slow. Like you have
Metal
to use
detector?
your action
Yeah,
to
metal
move
detector.
2 levers.
Coin magnet.
Ugh.
I couldn't remember what it's called.
Oh my
right.
lord.
No, I
Someone
don't.
go talk to Aubrek
Why? Okay, why?
to find out what the Emperor of the Waves is.
We're not experienced sailors, but sure. All right.
Yeah, we are.
Scrimshaw's-
We have a boat. We've been on the boat for at least a few days, and we've got employees.
That makes us boat owners, not
Yeah, but we got
experienced
employees,
sailors.
and they're experienced. I mean, I'd
Yeah.
hope they're experienced. We hired them.
Yeah, but we hired cheap, man. All right. Yeah, sure. Scrimshaw will get bored with the negotiations eventually, and go find Aubrek and Drowlin to find out what the fucking Emperor of the Waves is.
All right, I just need to find where the fuck I put that.
Is he also on the council? Have we met him?
No.
Okay.
But as
That's not a
you,
name I wrote down.
when you go to him, you will see the fifth member of the council there.
Okay.
Like he's like leaving this rundown house. It looks like a nice. It used to be a nice mansion, but it's like run down. You see Galen Primewater leaving as you go out. And this is a merchant very far down on his luck.
All right.
He was moving across the waves, and he converted his treasure into a secure method, and it is been lost at sea among the Emperor of the Waves.
Have among? Is it a ship or is it a place or is it a thing?
It's a ship.
It's a ship. Okay.
She got separated from her convoy when a big storm passed through, and she was spotted for the first time 3 days ago. South, 5 days south of here. We got no notice that she was spotted.
5 days? Fucking single direction? That's so far out. Okay.
And you see this guy's like desperate. Like, I'll give you if you can get that the package back to me, 10,000 gold. Just need the package
Right.
in the box.
What does this package look like? How large is it?
The box is about this big, and it's like a foot, not even a foot. It's like a small lockbox almost. Small enough to carry, magically sealed, can't be opened by anyone but me. And it's in a crate with a big red A on it. Can't miss it.
All right. The Emperor of the Waves. Was this a ship you owned or simply one that was carrying your cargo?
Yes, it was the most beautiful vessel in my fleet. I had many trading vessels, and that one was the best of them. Seems her time has come. The storm separated her from her pack, and we haven't seen or heard from the crew since. But there were rumors that it's been seen.
Are you entirely certain that the crew did not betray you for the wealth that the ship contained?
It can't be done. It's a very special method. It's foolproof. It can't be stolen. No one can even open the box, and only the captain knew of the box in the first place. And I trust that if that ship is still afloat, he's either dead on it or dead under it. I trust that man with my life.
Very well. Are there any particular dangers in that area of the sea that are known?
Not that I'm aware of.
This seems to be a relatively simple task. Have others taken you up on it?
There's been I sent one group out already, but it's winner take all. If you fund it, it's yours. I need that back.
All right. I can't make any promises, but should our travels take us in the direction of your vessel, we will keep an eye open for it.
Please do. And you'll see he kind of just looks defeated almost. The room he's in,
Get
dusty.
like what the fuck is I know well fuck it, I'll just I have had the misfortune of encountering some shall we say unpleasant enchantments in the past. What precisely does this box contain? I would be assured that it is not a threat to myself or my party.
It can't be opened by anyone but me and one other. It takes two to open it, two specific people, the two that were there when it was closed. And the other one is a member of the church in a different area.
I have no intention of opening the box. I just would like an assurance that it isn't dangerous.
No, it can't harm you. It's not that kind of magic.
Very well. Is there any other pertinent information we should have before setting forth?
I mean, only the other group I sent would know anything about this. It's likely that no one knows what's there, so...
And who was this other group?
They were just a group of sailors that came through from Seaton. They were around when I found out, and I sent them. They said they were going in that direction, and I told the captain how much I'd pay him if he was able to get it back. But I'm not sure if he'll be able to get there, or if he's even going to go.
And when did this crew depart?
3 days ago?
Very well. They may already be most of the way there.
They were just sailors, so I'm not sure if they'll be capable.
I'm sorry, you said there was a rumor that your ship was spotted, but do you have any word of its condition? Is it afloat? Has it been sunk? Is it wrecked or stranded?
They said it was sailing, but it had seen better days. Not sure how operational the ship is. If you can bring it back, there'll be a greater reward, but all at the box is all I care about.
All right. Very well. I will confer with my crew, and if we are able to locate your vessel, we will return.
Thank you.
Good day to you, sir.
And he just goes back to, like, looking at nothing. Sad.
Great. Do I... Yeah.
Looks super run down, but, like, the house he's in is nice. Just...
How is he's coughing up 10,000 gold for this? Like, what? Does he seem on the level?
Yeah, he seems desperate.
Okay.
And you know Gellin Primewater, who just left, is, like, the second richest guy in town, maybe? Like, is...
Yeah. All right. Cool. Guess I'll go reconvene with the party and let them know what's up with that. Oh, that's a fucking huge reward. But it's also 5 days out and it's a race, and we might have to resort to piracy to get the reward. And
You
I'm
have
okay
a
with
pirate
piracy.
ship.
no, we don't. We have a smuggling ship.
I'm okay with piracy.
Yeah, I don't know. We've got at least a week to kill. So what do we want to do with it? We have
Possibly
an
more than a
island, we
week.
have a tower, we have a mine, and we have a missing ship.
Possibly more than a week from what I heard.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we probably will take 2 weeks, but I feel like we want to like check in at least in a week, keep tabs on
Okay,
things.
sounds good.
And clarifying, a week in this
Oh, and
world
we have
is
a
10 days.
Yeah, 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it'd be 10 days to do the boat job.
Yeah. I'm called the boat chef.
and
And
that one's the one
then-
that pays the most, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
by
then 2
leagues, that's more
days.
than we've ever had.
Yeah,
Like it's too much. Like something is wrong. Like 10,000 gold is too big a reward. Like we're all gonna fucking die.
All right.
I
So 10 days for that.
but we're all
Oh.
gonna fucking die.
Oh. That might be so. Okay, so it went out. It went out on a ship, and is lost.
Yep.
So that might be attached to the head of the mysterious three-eyed monster that's sinking ships.
Could be. Although, based on what we're told, that we don't know what's happened to the ship. It hasn't been sunk, but something bad happened to it, and its crew is presumably. But like so that the thing is, if this crew from Seaton is going for it and they beat us to the punch and they get it, are we willing to engage in piracy to get it from them? Potentially being very evil and or damaging our reputation and or both.
Yeah. No. I mean.
Shouldn't, but
Yeah. Maybe that is a. I mean, I don't know. If we do something shitty to Seaton, would that affect our standing in Saltmarsh? I don't know.
I wouldn't. It would make us shitty people.
Yeah, no, it would. It would. So that might be a conversation with the council just to see if we can get some more information about this guy, like who he is and what his reputation is like. Like, we've got contacts that probably know who he is and can give us.
I think
more
he's on the
details to-
level. I don't know. I feel like it's legit. I just don't know that there's too many question marks. Well, maybe not too many, but there's a lot of question marks.
Can
Like the
our
whole
ship
job.
handle 10 days of fish?
If you wanted it to be fishing the entire time?
Well, does the boat have to be stationary to fish?
No.
I don't think. I think we'd be going full speed ahead. I don't think we'd be slowing down at all to work.
I mean, you could.
If we're going after something that's worth 10,000 gold, it doesn't make sense to work along the way. We'll potentially lose out on, like, we'll slow ourselves down to earn 50 gold when there's 10,000 on the line. Like if we get the 10k, we've paid for our ship. And
I mean, if we're going for the 10k, then yeah, I agree. If the 10k is if the thing is already taken by the time we get there, we might as well get something, which would be, 5 days, at least 5 days worth of fish.
Yeah, then we can work on our way back or whatever else. But I think if we're going there, we go fast and we go to win, barring piracy.
I have no objections. I have no objections to at least try. The mine thing sounds worthwhile. It is someone at the council, so it would give us a bit more brownie points to do as well.
Mm-hmm. Do we know how long the mine job is expected to take? Not as long, right?
4 hours
Well-
would be to get there, and then
Oh, it's only 4? No, it's 4 hours
Yeah.
to get there.
because it's 2 hours to the haunted house, we decided.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
All
mine's
right,
not
so
that far away.
Yeah, so that's like a day.
Yeah. So we can probably fit it in. But I think if we're doing the shipwreck, go ship, whatever the fuck we want to call it, the Emperor of the Sea, we have to do it first.
Yeah. No, I agree.
All right.
But that's the thing. It's like, if we fail to get there, then we can just go straight to the mine, do that job, fish along the way. So it wouldn't be a complete loss. It'd be a complete loss of the $10,000, but it wouldn't be a complete loss.
No, I mean,
If
like
we
we get 5 days isn't a big deal to us, one way or the other. Yeah. All right. What does everyone else want to do first?
Stab people.
That's okay. There's no stat people job.
Aww.
That tower does sound interesting.
You
though.
just got to stab a giant crocodile literally yesterday.
Yeah. And you enjoyed doing it. You launched
Well,
yourself
but-
at it, remember?
Oh yeah,
But that-
no, shitload of fun.
That's not people, though.
Not people.
It's a creature.
I'm concerned about this guy.
People are creatures. So
Creatures are people too. Wait a minute.
I mean, I'm literally just along for the ride. Piracy sounds like the most fun to me. And reward. I like money, so
Yeah.
big reward.
All right.
But again, that's me. I'm casting my vote. That not the end all be all.
The other thing to keep in mind also, at least a possibility, is if we go that far out into the ocean, or the Azure Sea, it is possible that we might run into that thing that's out there.
The three-eyed. Yeah, we might.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what the fuck it is? Have we asked anyone about that?
You asked when you were in the Mariners Guild Hall once, and they just said it was just like a rumor creature.
Oh, okay. So no, this is the thing I hate about all the fucking sea stuff. It's just like, oh, we heard a rumor about a thing. You want to go check it out? I'm like, no, that's so
What?
vague, you
That's-
dick.
That is kind of standard D&D, though.
I know.
It's not
I
just sea stuff. Like,
know.
that's how a lot of the rumors pass around.
Yeah,
Could you
you
be
got a point.
any more specific? Like, you're the Mariners. Do any of you have knowledge of monsters with 3 eyes? Because that's not a standard fucking number. Oh, there's a thought. Does Scrimshaw know of any monsters with 3 eyes based on his knowledge of folklore and tall tales?
No, I think you've done this already.
Well, I forgot about that. All right, that's fair. All right, fuck it. Board the ship, rig for speed. Full steam ahead.
That's the play? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
I'm good
Beard
with
and I have talked ourselves into it, and no one is objecting, so.
about going into the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go out to sea, so I'm not
Yeah,
objecting.
that's fine by me.
All right. Yeah, you're going fishing for boats.
Okay, so we've got a 5-day boat journey ahead of us.
Yep.
That would take us 5 days. So, there's 5 of us here. We're going to go down the line. Who do I got first on my list? Das. Roll me a d20.
All right. Oh, that's not a D20. That's a D20. 18.
All right. Good day. Winds are on your side. Is there anything you guys want to do while you guys are on this boat for 5 days?
I'll be fishing and working on trying to cook better meals for everybody so that then nobody can complain about fish.
Okay.
I'm working to keep the crew functioning at absolute peak capacity so that we can eke every last knot of speed out of this fucking boat. Just all the like fucking persuasion and intimidation and deception if need be, whatever it is.
All right.
In Taskmaster Scrimshaw.
Berthel, what you up to for the 5 days of...
Yeah, probably more painting in the cabin.
All right. Das, you doing anything special?
Making more of my fancy arrows.
All right, give me a carpenter's check for that one. See how many you can make.
Yeah, a carpenter's check. Yeah, let me just.
That's
do
what
that.
you. That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah. What's the roll?
Dex mod, I believe.
All right. Well, here's a D20. Oof, that's rough. Plus 3 for Dex.
All right, so you're able to get one arrow made nicely.
Oh well, it's plus 3 and then plus 3 proficiency if I'm proficient in it.
You are not proficient yet.
Okay. So
That's what we're working towards. So, add one more arrow. Zorgax, you doing anything special? Oh, sorry. go ahead,
Nah,
guys.
kicking back, relaxing, acting all
Okay.
cool.
Crying about not having.
You have something else to add, Des?
Yeah, I would probably bring my scary looking dragon out and just try to get to know it better.
Hey. So, that is doable. Gonna slow down the group a bit because everyone's gonna get off the top deck where you are when you summon it. But Scrimshaw is quick to get them back to work. And you can chat away and get to know your creature better. Earthla, give me a d20 to see how the second day of seas take you. Another okay day. Wind's not impeding you at all. Scrimshaw, your turn.
Where's okay? Don't. I think D20s are further to the left.
All right, we're still good. Zorgax, you're up.
Are you there?
Zorgax.
I'm sorry, what?
It's your turn
D20.
to roll D20.
I can do that.
Day 4. See how the winds treat you.
Not D12, D20. Boom. Oh.
Rough day. Not too bad, though. And Zugam.
D12, D20. There you go.
Okay. So you guys are about 5 days now south of Saltmarsh. And a small storm has started to pick up. And not much view. But around the late evening of the 5th day, someone from the crow's nest will shout down that they see a ship. And it looks like the ship we're after.
Oh shit!
Run to shit. About 600 feet away by the time you guys are able to get down and row out to it if you want to.
How far away is it?
About 600 feet now.
All right. We didn't pass any vessels coming the opposite direction on the way here, did we?
No, you did not see any ships. Because you're going kind of like straight south.
Yeah.
And there's normal trade routes that most vessels stay within.
Yeah. Which means that we maybe beat the Seton folk here, or they just didn't come here. All right.
Do we?
If we
Is there-
dash, we could fly. There.
Zugam cannot fly.
Yeah, Zugam can't fly.
That seems
Go
like a
down.
him problem.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll meet you there.
Do we see any kind of signs that
Yeah, what's-
anybody is
yeah.
on this ship? Is sails moving? Any
Yeah, like-
indication that anybody is there?
Yeah. real close examination of the ship.
So from here, you can see the sail is almost like non-existent, like ripped to shreds. Looks like badly beaten. See like a bunch of like cracks on the side of the ship. And Dask, you would be able to see that it, from the way the ship is like leaning, you guess that the very bottom of the ship is likely underwater. You think that water has gotten on board the ship.
Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, in what scenario is the bottom of a ship not in the water?
Yeah, it looks like so there's been some damage to this thing, and it looks like it's taken on some water, but it's still afloat.
Okay. Is it so? It's free floating. It's not like beached or stuck on a reef or
No,
rock or
yeah,
anything
it's
like that?
middle of the water. You don't see
Okay.
land around.
Okay. And are the masts in mast or masts? Is there one or multiples? And are they intact?
There is 4.
Big
and-
fucking ship.
They are all like intact. One is like splintered a bit, but it's still held up.
Okay.
But like the nets are like the sails are like gone.
Okay. Sails gone. Ship is afloat, taking on water. And we didn't see any sign of habitation or crew.
No, it looks like almost like a ghost ship from here. That you can't see any movement on the ship.
By sails gone, you mean they're gone?
Like they're ripped
gone?
up. Like they're still like hanging there,
Okay.
but they're like shredded.
Okay.
Does it look like storm damage?
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of storm damage. You can tell from here, like it looks like this thing was put through a blender.
Okay. Okay, I guess we're going out to it then.
As you look out, you hear a puking sound as Ickney has fallen
Become
sick.
violently ill. Okay.
The rough seas of the 5th day did not sit well with him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna sit this one out.
Okay. Great.
Well,
I-
let's hope we finish this in 15 minutes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if not, he might come.
He can row.
I'll row
He'll
with
just
you guys
row.
so you have a rowway back. Someone's gonna stick with the rowboat, right?
Yeah, there we go. We can get some of the crew to row us out, maybe. How many people fit in these rowboats? How big are the fucking rowboats?
Like comfortably 7 with a creature, and you've got a creature.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yes, I would have put the Drake away to head to.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So again, as we're arriving, the Scrimshaws give everyone a rousing speech and 9 temporary hit points. And I think we should row over because, again, my just creeping sense of paranoia and dread tell me that if we need to make a fast escape, that would be the appropriate time to bust out the wangs.
Okay, and it's getting dark, getting late, so you will need light sources.
Oh, that's easy.
But
Well, it's easy for me.
you should all be able to get on board, and Ickney's gonna hold the rowboat attached.
Okay.
Yeah, I would light a torch.
All right, so I believe you can all just make yourself light a torch, right? Yes, you
Yeah.
can. Someone just did it.
Boom. Welcome to the light spell, bitches.
And I believe you should all be able to see to the right the top deck of the main of the ship.
Wait.
If you look to the right further,
Yes.
can you see out here?
Yes. This is. But isn't the watery part where we're standing right now?
Yes, that's just not there because you're a level up. Like this is a level up from where you are. It's up the stairs to these two. It's kind of like your boat.
Yeah.
Yes. But if this is higher than this.
This
Then
isn't in
is-
the water. This is just showing that
It's
not
just the
there.
cutout. It's the
Yeah.
floor above the desk.
Well, that's stupid. They should have made that watercolored.
Yeah, they really shouldn't have. They should have just copied the floor and made it darker to show that
Yeah,
it's
well.
a lower level.
Yeah, no, because that totally makes it look like from one view we're standing in water and from another view we're not. All right, cool.
Keep talking and you
the
can
GM is
be.
describing this theater of the mind. Just based on that.
Mm. And the first thing you see when you come aboard
Person. Oh shit.
is
Okay.
cobwebs.
Oh.
Lots of webs on the corners.
Wow.
Like half the floor.
Oh.
And this has only been out for how long?
5
Uh,
days.
The ship got lost
It'd be 8
a while
days.
ago. And you don't know when the ship got lost, but it was seen 5 days, like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
It took
no,
you 5 days to get here.
Been out here
So
for a
8
while.
days. 8 days.
That's since it was seen. It's been missing for a little while.
Yeah. I think it's been missing for like at least a week, maybe more.
Okay.
You didn't get any real information on how long it's been gone.
No, he
Gotcha.
was useless. Sorry, you said you see things, and I heard see a person or something.
No, you see like
First
webs.
Okay, cobwebs. Great. Why are there cobwebs? On a, okay. I hate that.
And like as the ship's like rocking, like this door here is like shimmering, open and closed, like it's like banging.
Okay.
Yep, not going in there first.
No. Well, I mean, fuck it. We're the rescue party. I feel like it makes sense to just call out. Maybe. But also, maybe it doesn't. Oh my god, what are you doing? You lunatic. Alright,
Yeah, I got
people are
dark.
just going places, so yeah, fuck it. Scrimshaw's just gonna call out, like, hello, we're the rescue.
Yeah, I got dark vision.
You're looking here, and this room is like plundered to shit, like webs everywhere. Not cobwebs either. It looks like there's just webbing throughout this entire room. And you see a staircase to your left. From in here, you can see a staircase leading down to your left.
Guys, there's a lot of webbing in here. Like,
Right.
a lot.
Why? That always means there's giant spiders, and why are those on a boat?
Looking up the mast, you don't see any giant
Okay.
spiders, but you do see a webbing along the masts.
God.
Now that you're
It
looking up,
does seem rather unusual. If it's only been gone for a few weeks, then spiders wouldn't have. Let me before I continue. I mean, do these seem unusually large and not necessarily unnatural, but just like
Regular
Not-
spiders or
not
giant
normal.
spiders?
yeah, not normal.
uh,
Just like the extent of time that this would have been out there again, between 10-day and or between 8-day and 16-day.
this web looks bigger than you've probably ever seen. Like this almost entire room, the top half of it is like basically white.
Ew.
Webbing along the floors.
By the way, guys, come closer so then you can see. Otherwise, I'm just describing this to you.
There you can see in through from back here.
Is this a standard make ship?
This is a larger merchant ship. It's kind of like yours, but bigger.
But this wouldn't be the captain's quarters, would it?
No.
Okay.
Before
if the captain was the only one
everyone-
aware of this thing, we should probably go to the captain's quarters, which I believe is on the other side of the ship.
Yes. Before everyone runs off, Scrimshaw's just going to hold his light over the grate and see if he can see down into the hold and make out anything. Or
Looking
the-
down into the hole,
Whatever it is.
I'd like
Uh,
to help with that.
you can see the grate is like really rusted shut.
Of course it is.
And as you peer down, throw a light over, you can see along the side of the walls webs, and you see spiders just kind of react to the light and scurry away in both directions, up and down.
Okay. But how big are the spiders?
Those ones were bigger than your fists.
That's too big.
Yeah.
It's not even giant. It's too big. Fucking, it's Australian spiders. Scrimshaw's just gonna let everyone know, like, the spiders down there are this big. At least
Alright.
that's what I can see.
So how do we quickly find this case that we're looking for,
There's
and
a
then
crate-
burn this ship to the ground.
Well,
well,
captain's quarters. I'd imagine it would be in. It'd be the first place I would look.
He said that it was in a
Box that only he could open.
It's in a small magically sealed box, but he also said, did he say something else?
He
Yeah,
said
it was
it
something
was,
with a marked with an A.
Was aware.
It
Yeah,
was-
it's in a crate marked with an A. So
And that it was
presumably,
stowed
But
away
only the
down
captain was
below.
aware.
yeah, and but it's in the cargo hold. The captain's the only one who knows what it is, but it was stowed in the cargo hold with all the other cargo.
I still think we should go to the captain's.
I mean, yeah, we can
captain's
go
one.
look in the captain's quarters, but it's not in there.
As you guys start walking, Ickney kind of climbs up and is like, I can do this. And he's going to come with you.
All right, I'll give him guidance.
Zugam, this door is in front of you. You can open it if you want. It looks like rusted. And you hit the door. You kind of go to reach for the handle and you kind of push, and like there was no like lock holding it in place, and it just pushes open. In this room, you can see it's a mess. Stuff like crumbled in piles, webs still in the ceiling, but less on the floor.
Not much web, but look like something got in here.
And you see another staircase going down.
Oh, you said the grate to the cargo hold looked super rusted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I am gonna light that torch now. Ooh, it is a mess in here.
As you
ya.
do that, I'm gonna need everyone to freeze, because as you pull a torch into the room and turn, you are going to see sitting in the top corner of the room a giant spider.
Motherfucker.
And we got 10 minutes. Do we want to do this now or wait?
Yeah! We can
Let's do it.
we can kill this thing in 10
Initiative.
minutes.
All right,
Yeah.
roll initiative.
It's only a giant spider. Do I have... Oh.
All right.
Yes.
That's everyone? Everyone in?
Irons.
1, 2,
Irons are
3,
perfect
4,
timing.
5. All right, so we are beginning this combat. You are no longer surprised. You are no longer surprised.
Would you dick? All
First round of combat, you don't know what's going on. Dask, you look up and see this thing, and then you are going to get bit, and from behind,
Oh my
this
god!
thing's going to appear around the wall. So you're going to take 12 points of damage, and I'm going to need a con save from you.
I'm never going to ruin you. What's the save?
A con save.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
This
20.
isn't the crew we were looking for.
And okay, so you'll make that save, no problem. Earthel, you are no longer surprised. Zugam, you start this surprise and are no longer surprised.
Doesn't he get that cool barbarian thing that lets him ignore being surprised?
Can you not be surprised, Zugam?
That
You
is
have
a
that?
good question. I'm not so sure if I have it right now or do I get it in the next level.
Features.
It's totally level 7. Never mind.
Okay. Dask, when you get attacked, you'll no longer be surprised, right? Does that take away the surprised condition?
No, the surprise condition just lasts until the end of your first turn.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay, this one is going to leap down at Zugam. But he will crit fail and get stuck in his own web and fall short.
Okay. Oh god, that token's annoying.
Yeah.
Scrimshaw, you're up. You just heard Dask scream out.
Okay. The
And
game
you
is paused,
see-
so I can't move my
Oh,
token.
yes, and you see one spider now.
Okay. I will. Oh fuck yeah! All right. I think like peeking the door. This is the largest one.
Yes, from there you can see
All right.
that one
perfect.
looks a lot bigger.
I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it a quick little story of, Karthox the Confusing, whose foes could not understand his movements and were never able to strike at him. And I will require him to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15, as I invoke one of my Tales from Beyond.
That would be a 5.
All right, he fails. So he will take 2d my Bardic Inspiration die, which is an 8 now. So he takes 10 psychic damage. And then this is my favorite part. He's incapacitated until the end of his next turn. So no more actions or reactions for him.
All right. Conditions. Something. Let's put this on so I know. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, I will. At the risk of getting bit at, I will fucking commando roll out of the doorway so I'm not in everyone's way.
He is technically within reach, but I don't think he'd be looking at you. And through a doorway, I'm not going to make that attack opportunity.
Okay, cool. And then that's the end of my turn.
Zorgax, you're up. You see one creature that bit Dask in the butt.
Oh.
Welcome to the party.
And you see this thing kind of like tangled up in itself as it tried to get down, and it looks like it's incapacitated. The one to the left looks a little stuck at the moment.
Crap. Okay. Yes. All right.
You wanted to stab things.
I did. I want to stab the bigger thing, but if I stab the bigger thing, I have to take disengage, so that way I can take an attack of, avoid the attack of opportunity and go attack the bigger thing. And I don't want to waste that. So that way when I get attacked, I can still use Uncanny Dodge as my reaction. So.
Reactions are not bonus actions. You can do both.
Okay, fine. Then I'm taking... I need to get out of the way of the door so that way somebody else can get in. So I'm taking bonus action, disengage, going over to the large guy and stabbing. I do not have advantage on this. Oh wait, I do have advantage because he's
incapacitated. That does not give you advantage.
Ah, well, Nif and Nerfing.
Medium CC.
Ugh.
Oh man,
It's an 11
should
hit.
have restarted
No,
your
11 does not hit.
game.
I should have given you Bardic Inspiration. Well, now I know.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
So, and I already used my bonus action.
You can move through allies freely, so if you wanted to go like here now, you could. To like get into the room more.
Yeah, I'll move into the room. I'm not out of his thing.
Alright, Dex there, because you landed on a trap. No, I'm kidding.
He can't take attacks of opportunity. That's one thing he can't do with incapacitation.
So, yeah, I'm going to stay there, I guess. And I can't do anything else.
Right. This creature's turn. It's going to try and bite you again. Dask. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Yes, it does. You're small, and so you'll take 8 damage. And I need another con saving throw.
Seven. I'm gonna do the thing.
Do the thing.
Oh, son of a gun.
You
Okay.
are poisoned. Can you give yourself the poison condition?
Yeah, probably.
I believe you can. And
Yeah, I
then
can.
it's going to scurry this way and
Oh.
take a swing at Zugum. Does a 14 hit you, Zugum?
Yes, it does.
Damage. 9 damage to
Oh,
you.
God. This sucks, dude.
And it
Okay.
is now just chattering And this is two little mouth pincers are chattering together, looking at you two. Back to
Thank
the
you for
door.
the temporary hit points, Jimjaw.
All right.
Yes.
Am I the only one who actually listens?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But listens to what?
Yeah. What were you saying? Sorry, I missed that.
What part did you miss?
Gonna firebolt it.
All right, that'll definitely hit. Shoot this thing right in the back. Jesus Christ, what, 16? That's
Yeah,
2d10 now? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Can't you wait until you see Vicious Mockery with 2d4?
This thing's chattering stops as it yelps a little bit itself.
It's still good? Is it still alive?
Oh yeah, it's still standing.
All right, we're gonna move the steel. Oops, hold up. Gonna move myself just a bit further back. Moving the steel defender over here.
All right, he's gonna ram me. He's got an advantage on this attack. That'll definitely hit. Or,
Here,
all right. That's it? Sticking still?
No, he's gonna move that way.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that is a lot bigger.
Yeah. That
Zugo!
was my reaction. Oh shit.
Just silently rages. I love it.
Yep.
Form of claws.
Oh, yes. Claws are the best form.
Which one you had?
Which one?
Yeah.
All right.
Dang.
Roll your damage.
14?
That should have an extra d6 because you're a half orc.
So you
Oh, yeah,
see this
thank
thing lunge at you. It gets stuck in its own web and falls down, and you just slice it up. You take off 3 of its legs before it falls to the ground dead.
Oh,
That was
okay.
Perfect.
And then I'm
Perfect.
going to attack the other one.
You have advantage on this one with where he is, but it looks like it doesn't.
I'll
matter.
get out.
You can roll
Oh, should I
against
just
if you'll
reroll it
crit.
just in case
Yeah,
it's not a crit?
roll one. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay.
7.
And because I took the form of the claw, another attack.
Jesus. Damage.
Yep.
And this thing is looking rough now as you turn around and claw back at it twice as much as it clawed at you.
I roll at it and respond for what did the dash.
Dusk, you're up. Your butt's
Is
hurting.
this? Yeah, is this a standard ship where these posts have holders that I could put a torch in?
Yes.
Okay.
I will let you do that.
I think it's called a sconce.
Please try and use manacles on the spider and realize only after securing them that it still has 6 more legs.
Well, this isn't spider, is it?
No, this does not look like a spider to you.
Oh, it's not
No,
a spider.
this is
Okay.
crazy.
Oh wait, what is that?
Who knows?
All I know is creepy.
It's a were
Alright, so-
spider.
So my intention here is to put the torch up on the wall and pull out a weapon and hit it.
Do it.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
I've got disadvantage though.
Are you using your bow?
No, I've got disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Man, learn your conditions.
Nah. I was thrusted into the DM role. I'm not ready for this.
You volunteered.
all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say you totally asked for it.
You take a d6 damage. You take a d6 damage.
I'll use my short sword. Roll at a disadvantage. 12.
And that will just miss.
All right, I've got extra attack because I'm special.
You're special? What?
I know,
We
right? Isn't
are.
that crazy? 11.
That'll just miss a little bit more.
Slightly worse.
You go a little wide to the right, then you go a little wide to the left.
I'm gonna move up here. Its bite hurts. I feel different, and that's it. I think I'm getting sick.
Okay, and Scrimshaw, it's your turn.
All right. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot it in the ass. Oh god damn it! No, I'm not.
Never
I also
call
have
your
multi-attack because I am special.
You don't actually have multi-attack, do you? You do have your DM inspiration still.
I mean, are we gonna continue after this? No, it's after. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's already past time. So
Fine. I will invoke DM inspiration. Son of a bitch! I shouldn't. Have
Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Rolls are not good for us tonight, except for Zugum.
I did great with my first one.
Storgax.
And
Did you,
I did great. I mean,
Lawrence, did you hit the giant spider or no?
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, you got one more to beat.
No, just
Yep.
go kill it.
And I've got advantage on this because I'm flanking.
Yeah,
Fuck
that'll
it.
hit.
So normal plus my. Where's my? I don't have that up here on my toolbar. Okay, fine. So now I gotta go find it. Oh,
don't
there
need
it is.
to.
Sneak attack
Yeah.
for an extra 12. Oh, it's dead. I already
Just
killed it.
barely
That's what
enough. Just
I
barely
was gonna
enough.
let you roll your damage.
But
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
little-
done. I wasn't done stabbing.
Stab again, go for it. It's still standing. It's not looking at
slowly poking its corpse.
It's dead, right?
Yeah.
So we
Yay.
should. I'm feeling sick. I
You'll
think
be better
maybe
in
there's
60
poison.
seconds.
You can make
No,
another
maybe we
save now, actually.
Maybe we shouldn't go as headstrong into rooms. We've seen the webs now.
Literally warned everyone not to do that, but okay.
Well, I was just following. But
All right,
I've learned
so-
my lesson.
Yeah, Scripture's going to switch over to telepathy because it seems like the ship is full of threats and not people in need of rescue. And just, all right, so we've established now the ship is filled with threats, giant spiders and the like. Do all please be cautious. I can only save so many of your lives.
You are no longer
Aren't you?
poisoned. Yeah,
Awesome.
good job.
Mhm.
And we will, as you do that, Ixnay kind of steps up and is like, okay, I'm ready. Oh, good job.
All right.
And
I'm gonna
he's gotten on board.
I'm gonna pull my torch off the sconce.
Okay.
Did I see? I already know the answer to this, but when I was looking down at the cargo hold from here, did I see the crate with an A on it?
No, you saw you saw a ladder going down, and you saw another trap door, and you just saw a hallway, and it was like basically white, like
All right.
webs along the floor, along the walls.
That figures. Okay.
But you saw another trap door, kind of like mixed among the webs down below the floor on the floor.
All right. Yep. Also, I'm just gonna look over at Urchel real quick. Like, do keep in mind that webs tend to be quite flammable, and it would be very awkward if a firebolt were to send up the entire ship while we were still below decks.
It wasn't planned for below deck. We're above deck.
The firebolt,
But I
even
see the
fire
point.
damage. It is. It's the one that's not fire damage. Sacred Flame.
Sacred
That's the
Flame.
one. Yeah.
DM, how close are we to shore?
You do not see any
5
land.
days.
How did giant spiders get in here?
That's
Cargo?
the fucking question.
That is a mystery.
Yeah, no, I told you this ship was going to be fucked up in some weird godforsaken way.
Looking in this
Yeah.
room,
Should
That
be.
spider-laden
It-
ghost ship.
I was
It
expecting
should
more
be.
of those.
It should be.
I was expecting more of those zombie creatures.
I would prefer
Yeah.
the zombie creatures.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what I was expecting, but I mean, it's $10,000. I mean, that's a lot of money for us to just easily find the ship and get it and then get out. Like that didn't make sense. I knew we were gonna
No,
fight something.
we're
But
like
giant
this
spiders.
is gonna be some fucked up shit.
I guess the only way to find out is to go fight it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no,
let's go
we're
further.
going. We're doing this, but there's gonna be some fucked up shit.
Oh, I know that was in character. So
Alrighty.
All right.
Also, I feel like the bigger token was not actually the more dangerous token.
It was not.
It's not.
That died pretty quickly.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I panicked and nuked the big one. That was a mistake.
not only that, it
Oh.
tripped on its own web.
Just a quick look around this room. You can see there's like a wall here. Going around, you can see like it's more trash, and there's a staircase going down, but it's completely filled in with junk and webs, and it looks like it's unpassable without lots of work.
Yeah. Nope.
And I
Not
think
interested in
there's
web journey
a
anymore.
good place for us to call it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Everyone's someone who got a little hurt. Got a few people hurt.
Yeah.
The
that's the
temporary
most
hit point
damage I've taken.
should have absorbed most of that.
That was 5 days ago.
No, he just did it before you got
I
on board.
just did
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it?
9.
Nine.
Oh my god. He has, dear everyone, at no point in the last, I'm gonna say like 5 sessions, have I allowed us to roll initiative without everyone having temp HP.
Yeah,
But
that's why.
I just
every
didn't see
time.
it. I just didn't see it. So yeah.
That's why.
I didn't know why
Alright, well,
Jesse
then-
was asking me to roll a d20, and even I knew about the temporary hit points.
All right. Well, that's nice. That's better. That's better. All right. So I didn't take as much damage as I thought.
Every time, I feel like that happens every combat in the first round. At least one person gets hit, their token immediately changes color, and I'm like, I swear to fucking god, that was less damage than I had temp HP on you.
It happens. All right, guys. Catch you next week.
Later.
Hope you all have a great 4th for those who celebrate it.
Yeah.
MD.
Jesse, good first.
Woo.
Alrighty.
We'll talk to you.
Later.
Adios.
All right, and that's where we'll end it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. My name's the Mighty Beard. It's been a pleasure, and we will play D&D together again very soon. Later.